That was the abrupt sort of
That was
thing.
good.
Yep.
That was
Good.
yeah. Oh, see, starting receiving your content. Your audience will see you in a moment. Ah, you are live. There we go. So now they all heard that,
So
but that's
now
fine.
the millions of Trekyardians out there can be like,
The
oh,
millions and the millions. That's The Rock.
from which film?
The most from wrestling, the most entertaining man in sports entertainment.
That's his tag phrase, is it? Tagline: the millions, the millions.
One of them, that and dude, can you smell what The Rock is cooking?
Was he cooking pain?
Absolutely, he was.
Oh God.
He was
Hi,
cooking an ass.
Alan. By the way.
Hello, Alan, Ben, Adam, Car Galaxy Studios. Hey guys,
Ooh. Hello.
how's it going?
We are live. Yeah, this has been a.
How's it? How's it going, Governor?
Yeah, we all speak like that. We all speak like it. Right, Stuart. How's your week been? Has it been a long week or a short week for you, mate? What do you think?
Oi, blimey. I don't know.
What's that? What was that?
It's been a hell of a week actually, and there's more to come because tomorrow we're getting a new furnace and air conditioner installed, and then
Oh.
we're getting a new water heater on Tuesday, and oh my goodness, man.
Okay. That's amazing, lad. You're gonna be all toasty in the house.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah.
It's cold now, so that's good.
I'm gonna post off thing everywhere. You vamp while I post.
Vamping. Vampire fangs. Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be talking a bit about a few things and things and stuff. We're looking at the Eaglemoss Discovery ships, but we're going to wait for more people to get here, so we're just going to shoot the shit until then. Samuel's sharing all the links around to all the appropriate price places so that people know what we're doing and they can come and join us. So yeah, so I was at an air show today. The London International Air Show was today, and went for that and saw some cool planes and awesome jets and had a good time, and it was fun. So, I like jets too, guys. We should do jet yards. Everybody says we should do tank yards and ship yards and skateboard yards and all this stuff. So, I mean, the show is very versatile. We could go into a lot of different things and really talk about things. Yeah, we're shooting the shit for now, but we are going to get into specifics of Eaglemoss ship, Eaglemoss Discovery Fleet, the designs they've chosen so far, just the Discovery designs overall, how they stack up. And
Well, as we know, they're always different in person. So
yes,
just this is I'll show you guys right now. I just got in the mail because I'm a subscriber still, the Europa. So I've never held this in 3D. Still been in the box for a couple of days. So I thought I'd do it live and then see, do I like it more in
and mine's been mailed. I don't have mine, guys, so mine's been mailed. It's on the way. It'll be here Monday or Tuesday.
So I just want to show this is what I've invested in Eaglemoss so far in the Discovery collection. Oh, and there's one more, isn't there? Plus, these are just the Federation ships. I've got the Bird of Prey as well, but that wasn't Federation. So it's quite substantial.
It's a
Oh, you're just
it's
seeing.
a
Sorry,
new.
you're seeing me live, aren't you? So it's quite a.
I'm seeing you delayed.
I mean, that's what I
Yes.
meant. Yeah, it's quite a. But they're genuine research materials, guys. I don't. We're not in love with the designs or anything, but they are research. I did want the Shinjo. Shinjo, out of all of them, I absolutely wanted.
Don't get me wrong. Some of the models are very cool for what they are. Some of the designs are fantastic. They just don't fit into the time period that we're looking at. You know what I mean? Like most of them would fit in post Voyager
Well,
for sure,
and
post
there's always
Nemesis.
something about them that is off,
Yeah.
even aesthetically or design wise. That even taking out the visual reboot of it still doesn't quite work. You know, yeah, something about
Mhm.
it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Denny, I like the Federation designs. Hate the Klingons. Yeah. Yes, that's a good way
Yeah,
of looking at it.
that's the general consensus I think of a lot of people.
Yeah, but I was reading the Bird of Prey manual because they're still on tight lockdown about what they can talk about, so we don't get access anymore, at least right now. And so what we're hearing is very much from the Discovery collection. That's interesting to hear in the Klingon Bird of Prey one. There was, and I'll probably quote this later on because it's an interesting topic. The guy was told not to design it like a bird of prey.
Yes.
So, yeah, you wonder why
So
they don't look correct because
here,
they weren't designed to
yeah,
look correct, and then we bitch.
here. We're starting a new show, guys, but we want to
Whoa.
redesign this a car, but it can't look anything like a car.
Well, no,
But it still has to.
well, it can triangle wheels. We'll call them treals, triangle wheels. Um,
Right, those are called treads. They do have triangular
oh,
treads on a lot of new
oh,
vehicles.
okay, that then that was embarrassing.
Actually, there's a cool one that's a wheel that then the inside changes and it does like a tread still, but it goes to like
Would
a
you
pyramid shape.
say, what if? Because okay, side note, tangent. So Back to the Future 1 to 2, the
Hmm.
second DeLorean can fly and it changes a
Hmm.
bit. So is that rebooting the car out of a car? Or is that still a car if they reboot it out of a car? If it can fly car with the wheels that
Yes,
turn?
because it's clearly a DeLorean that's been modified originally and then remodified. So yeah, that's done properly.
But I mean, it's
That's
not meant
done
to be a
properly.
car anymore, is it? Like they've taken it out of the car realm to a flying machine realm. Just happens to be a car still.
True. Yeah.
Um,
Oh, we got our first super chat today.
oh,
Ian Warrender, £5.
hello. Thank you.
Hey guys, can't stick around,
Oh,
but want to just stop by and provide some support. Hope the super chats are good. I'll catch the discussion later. Well, thank you very much, Ian. Much appreciated,
thank
and
you.
wish you could stay around. Maybe next time.
And if not, join us back in the, on demand because you can watch this anytime. So tune back in. Say
That's
hi.
true. Yeah, you won't miss anything because you can follow
Mm-hmm.
up later. Baz T sent a super chat
Oh,
of £3. What's all with
nice.
all these pounds? You need some cash money dollars. I'm just
But
kidding.
they're worth.
Pounds are good. We're worth more.
Oh, yeah. It's like, wow.
Hey guys, hope you are both well. We
Mm-hmm.
are. I'm super tired and exhausted already, and this is just going to tire me out for doing this, talking to you guys. But I love doing it. I got home on time, so I could do it,
Yep.
and I wouldn't miss it. And Samuel was glad for that because he didn't want to do it by himself because
Yeah, it's
he's a little
always
baby.
that's what it. Yeah, that's what I said. No, it's good as a team. Good as a team.
We're a team. Team Truck Yards. That's
Boom.
that we are.
That is the official. But Stuart mentioning super chats. What are super chats and why are they important? Because yeah, just they're really really important.
Super chats are awesome and they're important,
Yes. Oh no
and
no no.
they're a thing on YouTube.
At least 3 more words. That's all you have. We only have time for 3 more words. How do you summarize it in 3 more words then?
Give us money.
Okay, that was too self-serving. Another 3 words.
Help the channel.
Hey!
Yeah, super chats are good because you guys can help us out. If you aren't a member of our Patreon, which you can join, there's links in the description of every video. That'll help us on a monthly basis. You can give as much as you want. $10, $5 a month would be awesome. 20 would be even better. $1 would still be fine because it all adds up and it all helps the channel. Or there's always the option of heading over to trekyards.com and clicking the donate button. But super chats are awesome because if we do them once or twice a week, like we have been doing, we get a chance to interact with you guys. You guys get to see where we're at. We can talk about current events, anything that's happened recently in the world of Star Trek. You guys can ask us questions, and you can also support the channel by sending us a super chat. And super chats guarantee that your question gets looked at and answered, or your comment gets read, and we can interact with you guys on a more personal level. There is the regular chat, of course. However, we don't always get a chance to look at that because it flies by so quick, and so the super chats are important if you really want to have your voice heard.
And
So
to support a channel that does lots of hard work for you, $2 can help because lots of
that's
time
right.
and effort. And
Speaking
it
of,
can't run without.
well, there's just 2 more super chats came in.
Oh,
Tin Dog Productions, £5. If there were an aircraft segment in the future, you guys could have a look at the firm's flagship Airwolf. Well, Airwolf is going to be a thing on Fleet Yards. If you're talking about the Airwolf,
Didn't you already have pictures worked
I've
out
got a
for
folder for it. I've also got a folder for the Batmobiles,
Good.
which I talked to you guys about a long time.
Good.
You talked about it a long time, and you brushed me off until someone suggested it on one of your super chats.
I don't even know that.
We were going to do a month of them because there's enough of them, and you said, "Oh, well, it's just a car." But anyway, we won't get into that.
When was this?
This was like 6-7 months ago, maybe quite a while ago.
I have no idea. See, this is why
Anyway.
I watch, guys, for genuine traction.
Right? And Sylvia G sent $2.79.
Hold on.
279 Canadian. Sorry.
Hold on. Now, anyone named Sylvia is a discerning person. So that 279 they must know is super important to the channel. That's awesome. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You guys are awesome, she says, and she looks like a very attractive young lady. And
Well, hey, let's
it
not.
it, it, it would be amazing if she was sitting across from me and I could see her in person. And oh, there she is. Hi, Sylvia. Everybody say hi to Sylvia.
Hi,
Hi,
Sylvia.
Sylvia. There we go.
Shouldn't she wave at least to say hi back?
Yes, she was waving. Yes.
No, I mean on like just put her arm in frame.
Oh, she's sitting in her chair all comfy and
Okay.
bundled up and playing on her
Oh,
iPad. She doesn't want to
well,
get
what's
in
she
the
playing
frame.
on iPad?
Plus, she's hardly dressed. And now she's mad at me for saying that. But anyway, Jack Tarbuck, £5 super chat. So thank you, Jack.
Thank you.
Back from holiday.
Hey.
What luck you guys are on. Hope you are both well. Live long and prosper. We are. Hope you had a great holiday,
Yeah,
and welcome back.
Where'd you go, Jack?
It can't compare to seeing us, no matter where he went.
Well, I don't know where to go from there. Yes. I just couldn't think of anything fast enough. Yeah, where'd you go? Tell us.
Talk to us. Tell us something. But in the meantime, Lee Kempster,
Hello.
$5 Canadian, another fellow Canuck. So thank you very much.
Fellow Canuck. Lovely.
Fellow Canuck. Speaking of, and we're talking about Eaglemoss models, we're talking about Eaglemoss Discovery ships and things. So I'm going to put it out there right now. As I've said in some of my reviews, if you're from Canada and you want Eaglemoss, which a lot of us do, don't worry. October 1st, we've talked to our representative. October 1st is the day that they're planning on making it available to the Canadian market. So you guys can all sign up for Eaglemoss October 1st. That's the inside word right now. And if it changes, I'll let you guys know. But pay attention to the Eaglemoss reviews I do every Friday. I'll keep you guys updated with those and my captain's logs on Friday as well, should that change. But as of right now, it's October 1st. So there you go.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah. It's you know. It's funny how from foreigner, obviously you're a foreigner to the people that make them, but it's weird how it's still a border, it's still another country, despite being, you know, we've driven over the border multiple times, and it's like, on a good day, 2 seconds. You know, it's weird there'd be such a need for a divide, but you know.
Well, it's interesting that it hasn't. I mean, it's huge in the States, Eaglemoss, and it never. And even as I said, my story is I saw them in Vegas in 2013. Before they launched, and I was filling out the form, and they're like, "No, we're from Canada. We're going to have that maybe in a year or so." And here it is, like 5-6 years later, and there's still nothing here, which is disheartening. Like, what's wrong with Canada? There's a big market up here. But anyway, if you guys, and I got to say too, to help support the channel, we were on that topic a minute ago, and I missed this, but in the comments, there is a link for Eaglemoss. If you click that link, go check out their stuff. You can make an order, pick out some Eaglemoss ships you might want, and at checkout, if you use discount code TrekYards, you'll be able to save yourself some money, and that also helps out our channel. So there's lots of ways to help us out, not just super chats, but super chats.
You help the channel by saving yourself money. That's literally what it is. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. So just, while on Eaglemoss, just say it's funny that, you know, most things I find as an English person, despite, you know, being the originator for you guys and America, things always come to you guys first, even things that were done here. It's kind of a thing that we're a bit annoyed about sometimes. It's like, oh, well, you know, I think like Doctor Who got an American premiere first, last season or whatever. It's like, oh my god, are you kidding? So it's nice Eaglemoss is English company, English whatever, Ben Robson, all that jazz. So it's nice that we got everything first because, you know, we made the damn things. So, you know, a little bit of enjoyment from me on there.
Yeah. Another super chat from Car Galaxy Studios, $5 Canadian. Thank you. He said, love seeing those blueprints that Stuart showed recently in my captain's log from this last Friday. Learned some new facts in those, as they're full of facts. I look forward to seeing more about from the 24th century as well. Interesting fact, Car Galaxy Studios, the gentleman that made those very blueprints, who worked with them in conjunction with Andy Probert and Franz Joseph, actually messaged me. Here's the message right here. Talking about that video. He said he answered a lot of questions I had in the video in the comments section. So I suggest reading the comments on that to maybe see. But he's interested in coming on and joining me or us in a video talking about those and some of those quandaries that were brought up as a result of that. So that's awesome that the author of those blueprints and that stuff is in talks with us. That tends to happen a lot now, actually. We do something and they message me like, hey, I'm the artist that made that. It's very awesome.
I think it took the guy, do you remember the Excalibur, the big sort of really famous fan design? Like, he commented on our video, like, I think it was a week and a half after, because he suddenly got emails again re-mentioning about his design. It's like,
Hmm.
oh yeah, that was a thing, guys. It was me, and it's like, yeah, nice. And then another ship we did. God, what was it? He actually emailed our email. And he did the what was it? It was a while ago. It was a fan
Our
design.
Hotmail? Didn't complain about our Hotmail?
Someone
Jesus.
did not. Oh, it was the Bradbury. Remember with those two Excelsior holes?
Yes.
The guy that designed that, and he had this whole massive website about it. You know, like he was like, "Oh my god, this website still exists! Wow, wow." But he linked to that, and a lot of thought went into that odd design.
Oh, Sylvia messaged in the chat. England has gin that I want, and I can't get in Canada. Sad face.
Uh,
She needs you to send us this gin, is what she's asking.
is that
It's
even legal?
Yeah, you can send alcohol.
Cool. Put cocaine in
It
it and
just
sprinkle it. Distill it.
might cost a
No.
little bit to ship, but we pay you for the shipping and stuff.
Yeah.
It's bubblegum flavored vodka, isn't it?
No, gin.
Bubblegum flavored gin. Sorry,
All three pugs.
it's called Three Pugs, and we love pugs, as you know. Three Pugs gin that tastes like bubblegum. Everything about that is right.
I'll just send you to England and then you can bring it
Right.
back.
We're making plans to get me to England. We can get a
For
round trip
this.
ticket for like $800.
Yep.
Well, that's one of the main reasons. But the main reason, of course, is to see Samuel
I
and
mean, if
hang
you
out.
buy a
and-
second bag, just bring that. Like bring it all
Oh,
back
yeah.
with you. You know, package
Yeah,
it,
I will. That's what I'm planning.
and then
And
doing customs.
I'll declare it. I'll do what I like.
Yeah, they open the bag and it's like it's just 13 bottles of booze. It's like it's for my wife, and you're like, she's not an alcoholic, I promise.
Well, she might be. No, just kidding. She's not.
So yeah,
But yeah,
it's reasonably expensive, but not too expensive.
yeah.
I just checked on the site. It just said, "Please drink responsibly." A little ad. Yeah, cool. I'll have to try that.
We'll keep an eye out for it. If you see it, let me know.
It's not in stores. I doubt it. It's a very specific brand. It's like a sort of custom thing you buy. It's like the apple pie other thing we bought. It's like it's not going to be in most stores, but you know, and you got bigger, well, they got bigger stores. But cool. I will save that. That's
Lee
good to know.
Lee Kempster in the comments said, "When are you folks coming out to Vulcan, Alberta?" Well, I'll tell you, Lee. I was in Vulcan, Alberta,
For you.
almost a decade ago,
Oh.
and stopped and saw your Enterprise. Got a picture in front of it. That was before I was with Sylvia, and before Trek Yards was even a glimmer in anybody's eye. But yeah, we'd love to head out there and see that Enterprise, and it's really cool. They've got like Vulcan script on it and on the base and everything. It's really cool.
Yeah, I've heard great things about that event. I've seen some wonderful pictures, and it's great that everything's so embraced there.
Mhm.
But it very much is we need to be invited, and then either funded to flying out or something else, because it would cost like a month and a half of both of our joint income just to do a trip where we gain nothing, towards our base living from that. So it's just a necessity thing. But if they invite
Well,
us,
Lee is saying that he'll buy us a Romulan ale when we do.
that'd be cool.
That'd be interesting because I don't think that's actually a drink.
Well, I'm sure it's in Vulcan, Alberta. I'm sure they've made it a thing.
Well, they better act the same way too.
So-
Once it hits your tongue, it gets in your bloodstream, gets you drunk.
So does that mean we have to do like a whole Vulcan special on all the Vulcan ships? If you're in a Vulcan Alberta, is that like the thing?
If we were in Vulcan, Alberta, we would do at least one Vulcan special. Yes, on a Vulcan
Yeah.
ship. Yes, we'd have to and film it in front of the Enterprise thing. That'd be awesome.
This is so not at all our topic. It's been a wonderful ramble.
No, we were waiting for people to come in, and we're only at 118, which is fine. We should probably start.
Okay,
Shall we
we
start?
can re-say. So yeah, let me first of all want to show off. It's called Binder, which came with because Eaglemoss is a bit delayed right now in England, and it's great because finally they've got access to everything straight away. All the other collections they've had to sort of build over time, so you can see all the Discovery ships all the primaries in one big thing, and most of them we didn't see a bottom view of when we did our first look reviews on some of them, especially this one and this one, the weird ones, one of which is an amazing bottom. Such an odd statement for a ship. Amazing bottom.
It's got an amazing bottom.
Bottom, but it's a great cover, and it does show, and I'm sure you can just see it by now, Stuart, the variety of design styles. I mean, if they were all in TOS styling, this would be incredible. To have a fleet of 7 fleet ships and one unique thing. It's such a missed opportunity of imagine if this is what we got, but TOSified.
Yeah.
Be so cool.
Carlos Albanese,
Ooh.
£5.
Thank
He
you.
said, "Would be good to see you work on your refit model. The Trek Yards is fantastic. Keep up the great work." Well, everybody's been asking me to work on this. This is my refit model right here, my 350. It's
in need of a refit.
it's underway. It's been underway for about 5 years. I really need to, but like I said, we're getting a new furnace and everything, so we're going to be rearranging the basement here, and so I'm going to clear off my model building desk, and I'm going to get to work on it absolutely at some point. I want to get it finished.
Well, it's one of those things that we obviously want to show you. We want to make videos for you. I mean, some of these things take a long time to produce, and we do a lot in advance, so we can take time off as much as we can. You know, me for other projects, you for family. So it's like, well, what do you do with the time? Do you do things for thousands of people? Do you do things for what people are going to see? It's a weird one, Ooh, that. Yeah, like Darson. Yeah. What's the symbol on the pylon? Oh, double Terran.
Yeah, customized one.
Double
I like
is
it
evil.
better actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway,
I kind of like some asymmetrical stuff.
Bill McRae Jr. Built this and sent it to me. It's a really cool design, the Larson class. Anyway.
Lucky sod. Car Galaxy, you can't post links in the... Oh yeah, Starship Designing. Yeah, we designed Starships Volume 1. Yeah, we've seen that.
Oh.
I actually have that book. Yeah, it's right there. It's on the Eaglemoss ones. I have all 3 of them. I think you have a couple of them as well.
I'm going to actually put a link in the description, guys, or in the comments.
Ooh.
You guys need to check out. Another way you can help us out and help fund the show is by grabbing a Trek Yards t-shirt. And we have our pinup t-shirt available now, which has been much requested, and I wear it all the time. Here it is here, if you don't know what it looks like.
An amazing Car Galaxy Studios. He's the one that created that logo, as in via Stuart's instruction, but, did the picture, didn't he?
Is that Simon Marino?
Yeah.
Yes. Simon Marino is the fantastic artist that did this one. However, we do have more coming. We're going to have a series of these. And John Ridley is the artist that we've got. He's a local guy, and I've met him at London Comic Con last year. He was a huge fan of our show. And he's going to be there this year again. So when I'm at London Comic Con at the end of October, we'll be talking to him. But he's done up some other pinup styles for us for more shirts. So we're going to have a whole selection of pinup shirts. So you guys can check those out.
I think we're trying to do a shirt a month. I think that's our system right now, because I'm pretty excited by what's been done so far.
Yeah, we can do a shirt a month. I think that might be a good idea. But I am working on setting up a store. So you guys can make your own shirt based with the different logos or whatever. That's a coffee mug or a hat. And just order directly from them. And then we're not the middlemen that way. But we still get some of the profits. So I'm working on it. I'm working on it, guys.
It's been Stuart's one of his side projects for
a while. Yeah, still too long, but I'm getting there, guys.
Yeah, it is tricky to do new things, Yeah. So it's funny. I just realised that looking at this this binder again, one of the ones that's actually missing is the Europa. So it's teasing ships aren't even in the collection so far. Well, they are in the collection so far. So shall I do a live unboxing, Stuart, of the
USS? You start unboxing, and why don't we address one of the comments that I see?
Okie dokie.
Good old gamer. Have you guys had anyone cosplay as you yet? No, but I would love to see that. I would love to see some pictures of people cosplaying as Samuel or myself. That'd be awesome.
That would be. What would you do for me? I mean, I have a waistcoaty thing as my convention attire, and then
I would just walk around being like, pip, pip, cheerio.
No, not for you doing it. You'd be terrible. For like a good-looking person doing it.
Oh. Hurt.
So, the Europa.
Yeah, unbox.
So, the Europa 1648. As we know, registries don't quite work, because otherwise this would be... Wow, who the hell knows. Now, it's difficult to open stuff when you're, like, far away, but I'm trying to with the camera. Not even opened it yet. Look, there's the magazine.
I love how it's so delayed. I hate watching delayed stuff. Because I'm on Skype with him, of course, right, guys? But because he's using OBS, it's got to go through that for the live stream. So his Skype camera's off, so I see myself real time, but I see the broadcast. I only see him in the broadcast, which is delayed, which sucks.
So Stuart will talk about the unboxing about 12 to 20 seconds ago. So there, yeah, it's perfect, Stuart. Look, I opened it, and there it is. I'll actually wait for your first reaction as I show it to camera.
Okay, I'll wait first. Make boring TV.
Well, no, 'cause
Wow, it looks pretty impressive in there, actually.
it's great.
Like I say, I'm getting mine Monday or Tuesday, and I'm excited.
Ooh.
I'm looking forward to seeing it in the flesh, as
I
it.
do like that new box smell. This is a new distributor, I think, and that does smell like new. The other ones didn't smell quite as new. Ooh, this is okay. This is not. Huh. This is not proportions I thought it was. This is really interesting, actually. It's super flat. First of all, back view's nice. It's really flat and stretched. It's a very flat, stretched Miranda, with weirdly lacking details yet some details. I'm showing you in the live just in case you're looking. There is some interesting. And look, if you look at the bottom, Stuart, there's the NCC and USS Europa at the front in weird placements that have never been done in canon. But also there are side white versions of the USS, like the refit and an XO1, which is a weird version of that which I've not seen before.
Wow.
Again, that's what a lack of thought put in. I'm guessing doesn't quite make sense, and it's a weird Aztec on the bottom there. It's just like more like a dirt pattern rather than the deliberate Aztecing for the. It's weird, actually. It's a very odd ship. But my God, look at. Sorry.
It's cool looking from what I can see.
From what you can see. Well, I mean, I'm showing it off, just, you know.
I'm seeing it.
I'm currently.
And one of my favorite characters from Discovery was the captain of that ship. That was Admiral.
Something or
What the
other.
hell was his name? Admiral somebody. Admiral Cool Guy.
Admiral blowed up too quick. Look at that! Look at that shuttle bay, though, Stuart. That is an absolutely stonking shuttle bay. That's probably the biggest shuttle bay in the fleet because that is ginormous. This is not how I thought it would look. Because I've seen orthos of it. They've been released by Eaglemoss, but it's like this is a strange one. Obviously, you're seeing it as I've shown it to you. Yeah, let me do some more little rotations while I look at the chat so people can have another look.
And guys, I just want to let you guys know, everybody that's commenting in the comment section, that Sylvia's commenting in the comment section. She's watching along with you guys. So if you have any questions for Sylvia, you can ask her. I know you guys all want to see Sylvia join me again for another live. I want to have her back on. Tell Sylvia how much you guys want her to join us for a live, or just me, or just both of us. I don't care, or just her. I don't know. One-on-one with Sylvia.
Well,
I don't know.
Not to jinx it, but I am hoping to bring a new guest on Friday to do a bonus live with someone else on my end. So you might be getting a bonus live this week with an extra special guest. So there you go, Stuart. Lots of rotations of it just for you. Yeah, there's two shuttle bays. It looks like one on the bottom, one on the top. Both huge.
Cool.
And it's a ship that's oh no, this one's only 383 meters. I say only in a sad way because that's still way too big, but. Look how weird that saucer is from the top, though. Just the saucer itself. Like, that's a weird. It's very similar to other ones, I suppose, in the Discovery verse, but it doesn't quite have the elegance of a Miranda. Although you upside down it, does look like the Miranda quite a lot. What do you think?
Yeah, it does. It does have a very Miranda shape to it. I kind of like the cutouts in the hull too.
Like opposite. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I said the opposite to pontoons.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like I said, I'm getting this early this week, so I'll be doing a review of this. Probably it'll be out on Friday. I'm going to review this one, I think, as my next one.
Cool.
So you'll hear all my thoughts on it next week when I can see it in real time and not delayed.
That'd be nice. I've seen the original concept art for this, which is what John did, which I do think is superior for a couple of different reasons. Is this. My rationale is because originally it was meant to be more of a direct reference to the Miranda, with a torpedo turret on the top, where now the bridge is, which again is a bit of a weird one. It's even more exposed, but I think as a torpedo launcher it looks much better, and it's a lot less flat, this version. The real one is a lot flatter. So that's the concept one, Stuart.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's mostly the same, but it's like, changing a few locations. That's pretty much all they did
Mm-hmm.
to change it, but it's more punch this way, I think.
Yeah, that's the one I've seen that one a few times.
Yeah.
But number one, no one special sent $2.
No, you are special.
We want the captain's woman back on. Ha! Told you. There's been a lot of comments for that too. Jamel Taylor, $5.
Oh,
what do you do for Star Trek Day? I watched The Man Trap and partied with friends who also love Star Trek. When was Star Trek Day?
Yesterday.
What did we do yesterday? We didn't do much. We relaxed. I didn't watch anything Star Trek. And Will Wright third, $5. Hello from the Mirror Universe, guys. Happy 52nd anniversary to Star Trek from the history of Star Trek. TOS on Consumer Home Video on Blogger. History of Star Trek. TOS on Consumer Home Video. Interesting.
And in relation to what I did yesterday, I did stuff with a project. I tried to do stuff for Convergence, but I couldn't quite get into the zone, which was a bit annoying. Did a little bit, but not quite. Did something for another project, which Stuart's seen a single clip of, and a ship from it that I designed for it. But it's a legendary project. I'm really, really excited for you guys to see more of it. It's sort of been announced I'm on it, but not public enough for me to quote on it yet. But I'm really excited. Some of the stuff I did, I'm really a fan of. If it's weird to be a fan of your own work, but I'm like, ooh, you guys are gonna enjoy seeing it.
No, it's not weird to be a fan of your own work. Don't worry. I love watching my captain's logs back, some of them, and going, that's awesome. Oh, why did I not say this? Wayne-Maker 2.0,
Hey,
£4.99. Prequels
amount.
don't work with sci-fi. Cage versus Discovery. Come on, tech keeps getting better. So how can it be worse in the past? True, prequels don't work when you're shoehorning something in and trying to make it look modern, but at the same time follow what came before, which was like 50 years ago. That's rough. So yeah,
I still maintain though that Enterprise is a great version because they had so much leeway because it was set basically now plus a bit. It was closer to now than it was to TOS, and so you can draw the different parallels. So a prequel. I don't know what other shows would be a prequel, but a prequel is like 20, 30, 40, 100 years before. You know what I mean? You can do a lot because any reason could change the technology level of the era. I mean, that's several generations of designers. We had a conversation when we were dealing with the D4 from Enterprise, the Klingon battlecruiser, which was literally a reuse of the Katinga, and it's one of the most stupid mistakes because it didn't have to be a mistake. Nice, Stuart. Nice. And we were saying, well, it's canon, quote unquote. I think it's one of the few things I think you'll agree we sort of retcon that out instantly because it just doesn't make sense. Good. But we had a conversation about how if you look at how the designs have changed, then if it is the canon from Enterprise to DS9, well then they had a design they loved, and they iterated off it to make it more aggressive for D5, and then reiterated for D6, and reiterated back, but simpler for D7, and then, different designers over hundreds of years, used classical designs and brought them back to a very similar design. So it's identical 150
same
years
thing
later.
happens. The same thing happens with cars. I mean, you look at the 1967 Camaro, and then Camaro went. I forget. Sometimes in the 90s they stopped producing cars for 8 years, but when they came back with the fifth generation Camaro, it was a new version of the original 1967 Camaro. Same body style, same design, but just retooled and looking a little more modern.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's even works in cars and the automotive industry. So
yeah, I mean, people. Nintendo was releasing the Game Boy, not the Game Boy, the Nintendo 64, which is literally, the smallest. Nowadays, it's the smallest console ever, only on better software and better hardware. They're releasing it for cheap, and you could buy an old system and designing a new retro box. That's like, classical things have a place. There's a reason why over half of what we see today is a remake or a reboot because people like the old. You know, you can only ever do one predatory creature that stalks people through the forest with invisibility. You know, you can never do anything that similar again, otherwise it'll be copying it. You know, everything is compared to something else. You know, if you saw a robot from the future came to kill anybody, you'd say, "Oh, it's Terminator meets this." Like, he wasn't the first idea, but he was the first one to bring it to vision, and now that's the one you think of. So it's tricky. Ideas come and go, and that's why, you know, it's hard to be original, and so just reboot something that people like. Star Trek Discovery, you know, reboot something that people like, try and earn money, and get Netflix to pay for it so you do earn money, you know.
I'd like to say thank you to Jack Tarbuck as well for a £3 super chat. Thank you very much. He said super chat just because. Enjoying the unboxing. So thank you very much.
Shall I read some of the details about the actual model from the magazine strip?
Sounds like a plan to me.
So, the Europa guys, the USS 1648, the Admiral's flagship.
Matt has to leave.
Oh, sorry, Matt. But boys, it's a very thin, very thin, weirdly... Again, shows you how perfect the Miranda was in terms of proportions. You'll see the view I'm doing. It doesn't quite work. It works from some angles, but it's a very odd system. So, Nimitz class, launched 23rd century, 383 meters, 0.3 because they couldn't round down. Let's see. So we've got a couple of nice little renders. Nimitz class flagship dragged the USS Shinjo to safety before being rammed by a Klingon cleave ship, which makes no sense to me, but okay. The USS Europa was a Nimitz class Federation ship under the command of Admiral Brett Anderson of the
Anderson. That's
it,
Admiral Anderson. I loved him, man.
Active in the mid-23rd century, Nimitz-class ships were notable for having 4 warp nacelles, 2 above the saucer section connected by a roll bar, and 2 nacelles that arched below and behind the saucer. The name was for World War II Fleet Admiral Chester Nimitz, who commanded the USS Pacific Fleet. Also, boasted a tractor beam on the underside that was powerful enough to tow other starships. I love how they always just summarise the only thing that exists for the ships. Like, every large ship has a tractor beam that can tow other ships. It boasts a tractor beam. The NX could do that with its grappling hooks.
Yeah.
It's not that impressive. As well as phasers. Sorry.
I'm going to jump in 1 second.
Yeah.
No One Special sent $2 super chat. He said, great and new guest. Talking about your new guest, Samuel.
Yes.
But he misses the kisses. And the kisses will be back from the missus. She joins me. So the missus who gives the kisses for the super chats will be back soon. Don't worry. And I'm sure Samuel's guest will blow kisses as well. Although I don't know how excited you'll be for that. But
hopefully you'll see my face there in a second. Did she also kiss you during the production, or do all the people get the kisses and not the husband?
She blows the kisses to the camera. So she's whoever super chats gets a kiss.
I think you should get a kiss.
Does that make her a whore? I don't know. She's got
to get the money.
That's true. But that makes me the pimp then. The pimp.
Yes.
Daddy.
But you're Canadians, you're too nice to be a pimp, so you're just a conveyor of fun.
Waymaker 2.0, £1.99. Thank you. Looks like the Reliance evolved Pokemon form.
That's
absolutely. That's pretty funny.
I buy that. Problem with these sorts of magazines is that it really is just what's in the show. And when it was a ship that could have been literally anything. So there's some orthographic views. And I'll leave them on screen for a second, Stuart, so you can actually have a look. But it's
I'll let you know when I see them.
Again, it's and the nacelles the back view are differently placed. It's weird. I wonder if they actually have line of sight. Well, there's no grills, so no. And the top nacelles can't connect with each other. There's no grills. There should really be grills. There are grills on TOS. So the Shinjo has grills, Discovery has grills, like little slits, which okay, fine. These things don't. You could have done with some blue glowing grills. That would have helped a lot. Again, simple little things. If only Brian Fuller hadn't have said anything to John Eaves at the start. Can you imagine what he would have designed without stupid
Mm-hmm.
You know, a year and a half, 2 years later, they're making these miniatures of flawed designs. And it's like, well, we're having to, you know, okay, the company's making money for them, great, but it's like, imagine if this had been a properly thought out vessel, we could get some really cool
Well,
big ships.
somebody was saying they were listening to John Eves on a panel,
Mm.
and he was saying a few negative things about the designs because he was basically he'd come up with the design and have to be changed, and eventually it wouldn't quite be what he had envisioned originally, which is the problem with designers and design by committee with the producers and everybody putting in their 2 cents. So I feel bad, and I would like to see something. As I posted the other day on Facebook, I just watched Cinemere Darkly Part 1 and 2. I was so on board to see, like, I just want to see a TOS Constitution class ship or whatever, the same look, everything the same, and just new stories being told with modern day storytelling, budgets, lighting, filming. You know, I would love it. It would work perfectly, despite what people say that nobody wants to see the 60s stuff. That's bullshit.
Yeah, with too little tweaks, all you need to do is make the displays have proper information on them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think we will all be fine with that. Swap that out, and then maybe like add panels, like, you know, like the NX one, I guess, but more like Star Wars ships. They just have like panels just attached to the walls, just to give more 3-dimensional detail. That's it. You know, stuff that could have been there at the time. And I mean, I would probably also take half the buttons out and replace like half of every display with like a touch screen, with also the same layout, but as a touch, so you can like swap between tactile and non-tactile for different functions.
But the thing is, with TOS, all those little blinky lights you see all at eye level, those could all be touch screens.
Yeah.
It just, why not? You know?
Well, it's interesting. I listened to I love watching the old Blu-rays of the original movies because the designers, the production people, they came from both an older era where you had limited technology, so it had to make sense, and more of a want to ground in reality, not necessarily sci-fi reality, but reality. But also, a lot of people tend to get hired that were fans of Trek, and that really added. So there was a woman that when they were going over the motion picture bridge, it was either that or Wrath of Khan, I can't remember which one exactly, but they said, or she said, that she had to design all the layouts for the bridges. Okay, great. She invented things, and then she realised, well, if you watch Spock in the TOS show, he's often turning around, pressing buttons, and he doesn't, like, there's a sense of, well, he doesn't quite know what he's doing. Like, it could be, or how does he know what he's doing? I think the motion picture has a lot less buttons. But I'm not explaining very well, I apologise. But the point being that she said, right, in every panel there's a default set of tactile buttons with a set of pieces on them, so that you can, it's like WASD. You know where WASD is, and you know where everything else is on the keyboard, so you can orientate yourself within a second. But tactile is important because that gives you that sense. This is why a lot of people, and Doug Drexler said this before, but you want tactile still in an aircraft because you need that feedback. You need that ability to find it straight away. If there's all touch screens, you wouldn't have that by any stretch. It's
I think that's one of the. Yeah, and I think that's one of the reasons that Tom Paris, when he designed the Delta Flyer, had those tactile, old school buttons and knobs, so he could fly more efficiently. He didn't have to look. And I agree, because my old phone before my iPhone was like one of those slide out ones with the keyboard.
Yeah.
And it had a tactile keyboard, and I could type and look up, and I could know exactly what I was typing. With the touchscreen, you can't do that. You can't type and not look. You need to look. And even then,
no, I've been good not to look. I make mistakes, but I can do about 70% right.
You got muscle memory. Like, you can do this. And really, you're close enough that it'll autocorrect. But the tactile, you knew for a fact you were doing it right. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, let me send you a message with, see how good I am with.
Okay. While you're doing that,
so
there's
I'm not
two
looking
more
at the
super
entire
chats.
time. Okay.
Prime 135.1 send $1.99.
Oh, that's pretty good actually.
New episode.
Got it all right.
Any new episodes? Any new episodes on the new Klingon?
Oh, you broke up there.
On the new Klingon ships. I'm looking. Hi, Stuart. How are you? I'm fine.
That was without looking, without autocorrect.
I'm fine. Stop bothering me. I'm doing a live.
Stop bothering me. I'm working. I'm just going to respond to him, guys, because I think you need a response.
All right. So we don't have any episodes on the new Klingon ships yet. We should really film some. talking about designs.
Oh, didn't get
What's-
that. Didn't get that as well, but I got some of it. I got most of it.
No, but I will because I love you so much. See, I know what you're saying.
That's
but
mostly
yeah,
good. I mean, it's mostly right. Wait,
not
oh, I did the same thing. I thought that was my screen because I'm feeling the exact same a second. Oh, that's gonna be on the live. We can both do it at the same time. That's brilliant.
Anyway, let's address this super chat. Chess. Okay, so any new
We
episodes
did
on
it
the
at the
new
exact same
Klingon?
time. Oh, I'm so glad you thought that. Sorry. Brilliant. Brilliant.
Samuel,
Yes.
new Klingon ships. Are we doing any episodes on them soon? I need
Klingon
this to
ships.
focus.
Yes.
we
I've got 2 converted. Now we have scales. I haven't opened it yet, but we do have the Eaglemoss released. I'm a subscriber. I pay for the Discovery Collection, so I have the scale chart, so I can now actually do all the scales, which, as we know, is a lot of our episodes. So yes, but not right now because I'm busy, and we have some other stuff filmed. But
Soon.
Yes, that was a big deal, but I have to invest like a good day or 2 to do all that. Because if you're going to do it, you must do it all at the same time, so you can do all the scales. So it's quite a long process. But yes, and we'll use these Star Trek Adversaries models because they gave us them, as we are sponsored often by them. So that'll be some great content because they are licensed, if not the original models.
So there you go, Prime 135.1.
Yeah.
Now Waymaker 2.0 sent
Wayne.
dollar a pound 99.
Yeah.
Who wins? Trek versus Stargate ships. Trek. Moving right
Depends
along.
which ships. I feel
No.
like the Asgard would do very well against Trek ships. Daedalus not so much. And it's Asgard shielding. Alright Mothership I think will blow through a lot of Trek stuff. Cause it's well, remember also we learned this with the Daedalus. Stargate ships are much bigger than Trek. And so a very advanced, bigger ship that's designed to take on other ships. Yeah, I think Alright probably deal with most ships. Just because it's designed to have one amazingly big cannon. It's like the Super Star Destroyer. It might have inferior weapons, but it has like 1,000 weapon turrets. You fire enough kinetic energy, it will. You know, you look at the Enterprise E with the scimitar, like it was getting progressively weaker and weaker and weaker. Like, you know, it does do a thing. So yeah, I think some ships Trek, but the really good Star Wars ships I think probably on a slightly different level. Yeah.
TXR, Texer, why,
Troops,
whatever. 5 pounds. Thank you very much.
So many English people today. I love it.
How
Love it.
how would you have changed the tech in Enterprise to be more in line with what we established with TOS and TNG, etc.? Laser
Oh.
weapons and nuclear torpedoes?
Question for you, Stuart. Hit it. Love it.
That's a very good question. Yes, laser weapons for sure, because they're still using those in the cage. So the phase pistols they weren't called phasers, I understand that, but they were introducing that phased tech.
But it, is
So-
but it does the exact same. Like it's still a laser beam. It's just a name. You know, I don't find that as a problem.
True. And yeah, nuclear torpedoes. Yeah. I mean, when I first saw Enterprise, I thought this looks too advanced. And then the more you watch it, you're like, no, it doesn't. It looks good. And if you look at the blinkies, the way that the buttons blink, it's exactly like TOS. And in the last episode, they're the same color. Even in Inamir Darkly on one of the other ships, I can't remember which one.
Avenger.
But they're more TOS colored, and they look perfectly fine. They look like a precursor.
Well,
So
all through season 4, they half did it, and you're right. The last episode did even further. Yeah, they will progressively try and do that.
Yeah. Well, that was the plan. They were going to do it through the whole series, so that by season 7, it would fall way more in line with TOS. They were actually making an effort, unlike Discovery, to look like TOS
Which
tech.
is ironic because they didn't need to like TOS yet because there was still 100 years. It's weird to think that our computer systems wouldn't advance. Just look at 95 to that's still a long time compared to Discovery, which is like 7. Once you get past the whole war thing. I do actually want to address a couple of things, the non-super chat comments that were said specifically. So Carl Galaxy Studio, let's talk about the TOS updating it to make it make sense. He said, keep in mind LCARS wasn't invented yet in TOS. See, I think we both agree that LCARS is fine, that's the specifically library interface thing, but we just consider LCARS any computer interface in Trek.
Well, it all serves the same function. It is a library access. Library access to the computer.
Yes.
Or to the library. So I would call it all LCARS. It's not technically LCARS until that visual representation from TNG is called LCARs. So I call them all LCARs. Yes.
Yes, it's just an abbreviation of just, whatever. But it's like in Enterprise, we see a fully developed computer interface system. So they had a fully invented computer interface system. So how is that different? And it was touchscreen, which is someone else says, well, right, they weren't touchscreen. And I'm not sure. Good old gamer. Hey, good old gamer. I'm not. Isn't that the guy we filmed with once? And you filmed with a couple of times.
Possibly. I don't know.
I'm not sure touchscreens would work because TNG takes place 80 years later. Are they going to upgrade the tech or holograms or something out then? Well, they use touchscreens in TNG. All their displays are touchscreens, so I'm fine with them being 80 years in the past because they use them in Enterprise. There's no reason to think they weren't touchscreens in TOS. We just never saw them. So that's a very soft retcon that would be instant, and it would add to the universe, and it would suddenly make it more advanced without doing anything. And I would be fine with using holograms in TOS in a limited sense of like. And you tell me if you think I'm wrong. Oh, sorry, jump in.
I was just going to say something about one of the comments. But continue your thought, and then I'll address the comment.
Yeah, keep your thought. But imagine in TOS, again, a properly redone TOS, if each console had like a little holo emitter that, they push their touchscreen buttons, and then it did a little teeny hologram of whatever they're talking about to show whoever. Like, it's just per console. Because we know the view screen is holograms for every iteration, even Enterprise, I believe. So why wouldn't there be little ones? I mean, would you feel that was too far? Or was that a neat little, reboot, as it were? Because they have them in TNG, and that is still the future. So
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm at a loss for words for once.
It's like mini holograms are like super just functional, I just think you could easily just minimal things that I think would be very soft retcons that you could instantly upgrade the level of TOS technology. Would just say, well, they just didn't use it in the episodes. It's like warp.
Oh, exactly.
We saw them go to warp, but it was just faster than normal speed. But then we see them in Infinite Darkly with a proper warp field, so we know that's the canon. And I'm fine with that retcon that it goes through the warp effect because that's what it should do. It's a very soft retcon. Like the warp, I wouldn't even mind if
it's not drastic. Yeah.
Yeah, if as long as it makes sense, then it makes sense fine. Whereas having fully tactile holograms that can, tactile for the environment, they can sit down on a chair, on a table, that are real time across the galaxy. Like that's the level that's way too far. It really should have been like a recorded message. I mean, much better.
Yeah. Now, 90 Lancaster said, laugh. I never get Trek Yards notifications. I missed this one as I was watching another Trek Yards video. Laugh. Well,
nice.
It's clear that you don't listen to our direct instructions on every video where we say click the notification icon because you need to click that little bell icon on. Maybe you have, but you click it and then you get notified. Just saying. We also got another super chat from Waymaker 2.0 again. Thank you very much. Pound 99. Could Starfleet defeat Unicron? Not Unicorn, Unicron. I think Starfleet as a whole would be able to defeat Unicron. Yes, because they're clever bastards. And he's not much more deadly than like the Doomsday Machine or the Whale Probe.
Yeah, the Whale Probe could like disable ships. I mean, could the Whale Probe disable Unicron? Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe.
I would think so. That's a good question. Dun, dun, dun. Mecha Random 42 is saying the bell doesn't always work. Well, then you should message YouTube and say, get your shit together, guys. For all the good that YouTube does, there's a lot of problems with YouTube that I have real issue with. But it is what it is. But yeah, I agree with the... and I've said this all along, updating TOS text simple. Especially the jelly bean buttons or the whatever they are called, the Jolly Rancher buttons. Tactile holograms. It's easy. I don't understand the issue.
Yeah, I've thought something similar to this for a while. But how cool would it be to do like a little Indiegogo, like a $500 Indiegogo for help Trek Yards visualize a canon update to the Connie bridge. Like, we give us the ability to spend a couple of days redesigning, tweaking, getting a 3D modeler to build it, adding the tweaks into Mirror Darkly, refining some shapes, because I wouldn't have the banner, the handhold around the bridge such harsh angles, because people like curves, they're easier to grip onto.
Well, if you notice in the Mirror Darkly, it's round.
But I mean,
it's a different shape. It's just a different shape than the Enterprise, and that's because the different constitutions were all slightly different.
It's a great alteration, but I mean, it's not like a smooth handhold that you could just like hold. It's not comfortable. It's not necessarily meant to be, but if it's a handhold, you'd want it to be. Whereas it was cheaper and easy to make it, of thicker shapes. But guys, would you like to see us? Because it takes time and thought and have a 3D guy build it. But I'd love to see a 3D, enhanced version of the TOS set, and a lot of it just be like streamlining some curves and tweaking little things. But I'd love to see an updated version of like how we'd do it.
Samuel McCosh said, "Don't forget to add seatbelts."
Yeah.
Well, those would be very similar to like what we see in Star Trek Beyond, I think, where they're kind of in the seat and they can come out.
I mean, at that point, it should be force fields, honestly.
Yeah, force field around your whole body or something.
I mean, obviously, if you run out of power, you're screwed. But if you run out of power, you run out of gravity and air. So you're still, like, if you have no gravity, you're going to float either way. I mean, you'd need a seatbelt that was totally analog if you would deal with that situation. Unless each chair has their own power. And there you go, each chair has its own unique power source. It's just enough to run a shield generator for, like, a day. And there you go, you've got auto seatbelts. That's kind of cool, actually.
You have backup systems, absolutely, like the backup lights or backup generators. Now, I just want to address somebody, Games and Nonsense, who's in the chat. Actually, he sent me something in the mail the other day. He sent me 3 Playmates action figures.
Nice.
I got a B'Elanna Torres. I've got a Jean-Luc Picard and I just forgot their names. A Kazon. So I just wanted to say thank you for that. They did arrive last week.
Nice.
So yeah, I didn't know who he was in the chat, and he messaged me. So there you go.
Nice.
I'll be showing them off probably in my next captain's log.
Yeah, I don't get any stuff sent by fans. No, not true.
Your information.
Not if they asked. I did get one. I still got them up there. I can see one right now. I got from. Oh my gosh. Which guy was it? It was. I talked to him. Yeah, Sana Aldelberto sent me some hallmark ornaments. The Klingon Bird
nice.
of Prey. Yeah, I was like, I thought it was kind of rare. Bird of Prey. I think it's the TOS one. Yeah, I was like, that's really cool. And I have a Christmas tree. I'm like, yes, I can decorate it like a boss, or like you've done for the last like 20 years.
Fair. Games and Nonsense. The shipping to England is ungodly expensive. Yes, it is.
True enough. So everyone sends for Stuart to give to me, and I can pick it all up and then have a big suitcase. That's, well, to be fair, some fan did give me a wonderful BSG book, so that was a nice surprise. I love that.
That was Truby Howard who gave you that. And
hey.
Yeah, we remember the people that like give us stuff. I usually remember who's giving me what.
It's so infrequent. But
because we don't broadcast our addresses, so to speak, our mailing addresses, but
or broadcast we want stuff either. It's like we don't do it for that,
Oh yeah, but you guys are more than generous, and if you just chat with us on private message, like we do want to talk to you guys, and just whatever. Prime 135 won. Sent another $4.99.
Nice.
And he asked, Enterprise versus Star Destroyer versus Prometheus versus Decepticon flagship versus Galactica. Who comes out on top? Love the show. Thanks for the great work.
Well, which Enterprise?
Which Star Destroyer?
Which Prometheus? From Stargate or from Prometheus?
Ooh.
Or from, which Galactica? Modern, old, war, season 4, broken version. Sorry.
And which Decepticon flagship? There's a few of those too.
So Primer 131 pause 1 for another 99 cents. You to clarify everything you said. I don't know if there's a limit to how many things you can type. There is, but clarify and we'll get right on that. But be very specific. Do you want a Venator 2, Venator 3, a Dominion Star Destroyer? I mean, be specific, man.
Come on, man. Anyway, we
We have fun here.
This has
Oh,
been really fun. This has been
yeah.
more entertaining than I expected. I've kind of been dreading doing this all day because
Oh
I was, like I
man.
said, I was at the air show and I'm like, gotta make sure I get back in time. And then it was windy and cold, and I'm like, I got home and I was
Mm-hmm.
feeling really exhausted. And then we started doing this, and we are just having so much fun. Like now I'm perked up. Actually, usually I get kind of drained during these, but
Well, we're halfway through yet. We can see we have chemistry, and you can always see when people have chemistry.
I hate this guy. Just we
I
put on a great show. I'm a fantastic actor. I should be hired by Hollywood because I'm so good at pretending I like them.
Yep. Huh. Now that's interesting. Oh, that's really sad, actually.
What?
So, I obviously back on the Europa, we saw this sketch obviously ages ago, and we specifically called it out for having the double deflect of the Columbia. It was obviously almost identical to Columbia. Brilliant. It makes sense. It should be. That was a natural evolution. Um, and I'll keep it up so you can let me know when you see it. There's like an
I see it now.
instant wonderful reference, and just overall a more cleverly thought out ship. And then they show you then the final version, and there you are. The deflector has one prong. It's teeny with none of the details of the Columbia, and it really just sinks in. The colours are obviously wrong. It's painted
And you know,
grey, and I mean,
you know why
let me
that
know when
made
you
sense in
see.
the made sense in the concept sketch is because it was John Eves, and John Eves is brilliant at tying things together, especially in the Star Trek universe.
I mean, every design should tie together to every other design in some way. Um, it just saddens you because there's so many great details that they ruined.
They
Um,
ruined it.
but it's weird that even the bridge window. I mean, I would well okay. I'll get into. I mean, if you look, you can see that it's got it looks like almost a 360 window, which in itself is like super unprecedented. But if it's a fleet control ship, oh nice. Oh wow, nice. That snazzy as hell. I mean, let me know if you can see the picture on the live, but how big it is.
I can.
I mean, it's really weird and super unadvanced because it's like we need view screens, but that I could buy specifically for a fleet control ship. If you really wanted to go there, that is like as a war room rather than a bridge. I could
Mhm.
kind of buy that. Really pushing it. And if you look at the turbolift shafts, at least the concept. Obviously, they don't exist on the other one, but John's concept. They're not even connected to the bridge properly, which implies that top bit might actually be a war room, and then lower because there isn't. You can't get to the turbolift from the bridge.
Well, it is a dreadnought, so
I,
and we know that in the Franz Joseph world, the dreadnought bridge is in the middle of the saucer, so it's laid out differently than a standard cruiser.
well, it's about what's it called in this? It's not called Dreadnought, I don't think.
I thought it was.
Federation Starship. Oh, great, thanks.
I'm gonna.
Nimitz class flagship. Okay, it's just weird. And then if you look at the real version, they actually took out the you know well, the bridge is a little bit more brought together, but they've got rid of all the turbolift stuff. It's just sad. The CG guys thought they knew better, and they just didn't.
Yeah.
It's little things.
TXR. Well, where? I don't know your name, dude. £5 donation. So thank you very much. Imagine if TOS had a budget of 2001, made at roughly the same time. Interfaces on the Discovery was still look excellent. Any designer interviews soon? Well, we don't have any designer interviews coming up, I don't think, anytime soon. We do want to get John Hughes on at some point, but he's hard to get a hold of. He's very busy, and he's, I think, still under a gag order from CBS. So, but don't worry, we'll have somebody on soon. Don't worry, chill. Also, Prime 135, $4.99. So the Enterprise E versus Modern Galactica versus the Venator 2 versus Stargate Prometheus versus Nemesis from Transformers Prime with a full complement of Viacon fighters. There we go. That's way more specific.
We can have a really good conversation about that. I'm excited, Stuart.
I'm sure.
Although again, Modern Galactica is that pre-war war retirement or beaten to a pulp. Don't worry, I'll assume it's War Galactica. I don't know how strong was the Nemesis in Prometheus in Transformers. It wasn't that strong, was it? Like relatively.
Oh, the Nemesis was pretty powerful.
But I mean, compared to those other things, like you wouldn't compare it to the E, would you? Like,
Mm,
you know what I mean? It's not. It's like it's strong, but it's not like a powerful warship sort of thing. In the
but it
grander
is a
context.
warship. Yeah, I think the E would definitely take out the Nemesis pretty quickly. But a complement of Viacon fighters, so you threw that in there to screw things up. That's tough. That's tough. I think the Battlestar Galactica with its Vipers versus the Nemesis with the Viacon fighters would be interesting.
Hmm.
But
Well, the Galactica still uses projectiles. Does the Nemesis have shields, like actual energy shields, or is it all like armor?
it has energy shields, I believe.
Okay.
Trying to think.
Because we've never seen Galactica shoot against energy shields, so I don't know. Kinetic versus energy, that would be a hell of a problem. I mean, you have explosive rounds, that'd be more useful, but I think a lot more explosive. But no, I think okay. Let's break it down. E versus Mon Galactica.
E.
Yeah, no competition. Just the armor would be damn effective. Because a quantum, I mean, a nuke is stronger than a quantum torpedo. I mean, well, I mean, you've seen what a photon torpedo does in like a desert, just like blows up a little pothole. A nuke destroys a whole city. They're inconsistent with their power levels, but a quantum, you know what I mean? Like, they're also, when you see them really individually, it's like it's such a little teeny explosion, teeny place. A nuke.
Yeah, but I think you can change the yields on those.
Well, then we'll
you
say
can
we'll
make
have
them more powerful.
We'll say we'll have 1,000 megaton nuke. I mean, I just sort of mean default, but I guess what is default either? I think in terms of radius, it would certainly have a bigger radius, more of a splash damage. Like if a town got hit with a quantum torpedo or a nuke, the town wouldn't exist with a nuke. The town would still exist with a quantum. You know what I mean?
Mm.
There's different sorts of damage, obviously, but destructive power, I'll guess. A nuke, I'd still say, was a higher. So if it can survive nukes. Anyway, I think E would win just because Galactica still uses projectiles and that's easy. Venator versus...
And E's more maneuverable as well, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. E versus Venator, well, we all think Trek is more advanced.
Just beam a photon torpedo under the bridge.
I mean, they've got deflector shields, but quantum and deflector shields out. There's two big balls at the top, shoot them.
Yeah, pretty much over.
So Prometheus, even without guard shields, again, its weapons aren't strong enough to work at E. Shields, yes. Weapons, no. So E again, and you say Nemesis or E. You said Nemesis. You said E.
No, I said the E would still win, yeah.
Yeah, so congratulations, E. And I hope, Prime, you've had your money's worth there. We were sort of joking to do 2 posts, but thank you.
Well, what about Stargate Prometheus versus the Venator? You know your Stargate better than I do, so
again,
that's what I'm asking.
A ship with superior defenses but super inferior offenses. Like which one would win? If you can survive 1 billion hits, that's fine. But if you can't deal out the punishment, I think Venator just because it has less good shields but a lot of weapons. I mean, that is a warship. Prometheus was never a warship. It was a Air Force ship, but not the most effective.
Prometheus versus modern day Galactica. Then.
That's
modern
a good
Galactica.
one. That's a good one.
Because those are basically both human designs.
Yep. Galactica's a bit bigger. I think fighters, well, even if you use fighters, it wouldn't make too much difference. Again, energy shields. If the bullets don't hit the ship and you can just take all the punishment, and they've got railguns just so they can hit the missiles out the air like Galactica can. That's interesting. Yeah, so I guess it would be a case of good maneuvering and then try and get a weapon inside either's flak field, I guess. But the Prometheus could last a lot longer. Because it can shoot like... Oh, sorry, yeah.
I was going to say, I could see the Prometheus being part of the fleet. You know what I mean? The ragtag fleet.
Like an old one, like an old... Oh, we've seen Galactica's never launched missiles. Pegasus can, but then they weren't nukes. I believe they're just really strong missiles. But Prometheus can launch 5 or 6 missiles at the same time. So if it kept launching them, eventually someone's got to get through. That's I think Prometheus, but that's a weird one because it's a big stalemate. Just Prometheus wouldn't be affected as much. But if you can't get guns through either person's field, then
Well, we have 3 super chats we need to talk about now.
Although, one last question on that. If you're shooting bullets out of, say, Galactica or Prometheus, if they were hitting a quantum torpedo flying at you, would they be able to detonate a photon or quantum torpedo?
That's a very good question. I don't know, because I think that the reason that they glow so much is intense plasma,
Yeah,
and I think they might melt a bullet.
because they're still in a shell. They're still in a physical tube, just like a normal ordnance. They're not laser weapon in any way. But you're right. They're obviously burning. But that could just be a particulate rather than actually it being hot. Because why would it be hot? Surely you want to burn cool in atmosphere or in dangerous situations.
I don't know, man. We'd have
So
to look into the.
it's
Who needs? That's a question. That's a question for Rick Sternbach, right there.
he likes Stargate and Star Trek, so that'd be a good one to ask about flax and stuff.
We'll
Cool.
ask him.
Damn,
We'll ask
Prime, you got a lot of good stuff there. Nice.
Anyway.
Sorry. Let's see who else helped an amazing cause.
Jill Wright, $2. Thank you very much, Jill.
Thank you.
She's donated a few times on live, so thank you.
you.
Fee percent higher with Super Chat or with Patreon?
Super Chat?
Super Chat is 30%.
Patreon, I don't know. I think it's less than that. But Patreon's every month. Whereas Super Chat, we do several a month. So it's better to give $2 every time on here. Because it mounts up. We notice it a lot more than Patreon. Patreon's a great backbone, but it's like, thank goodness there's still money in the account sort of thing.
The problem with Patreon is we have a certain level, and then all of a sudden I get emails saying so-and-so edited their pledge from $15 to $5 or $5 to $1.
Happens
So
today.
So we get new people, and it's going up, and then it just keeps, because people are editing their pledges when they get their monthly bill at the end of the month for their credit card. They're like, oh, $5. Oh, I'm gonna put that down to $1. And so it equals out. That's the problem with Patreon. Here it's like whatever you give is, sure, that YouTube gets 30%, but it's easy for us to rely on this because Patreon does fluctuate so much. So
Yep. And we just lose some big patrons recently, so that's a bit of a hard hit for next month.
Yeah. So if you guys do want to help monthly, you can head on over to Patreon/Trackyards and help us there. That'd be much appreciated.
So we have an awesome
or buy a
show.
shirt.
Yes, the shirt.
Put the link there. There's a link to go buy a Trackyards shirt. So check that out.
So we have a new show coming up very soon. And that'll be good. Actually, I'll tell you live on here, Stuart. I'm not coming to Canada anymore. That trip ended up having to get cancelled.
Oh, really?
So I'm no longer going to be away for 9 days.
Oh, cool. Good to know. So we can get more done.
Yep. Dad's not happy because he burned a lot of money on it, but, that's what happens.
Yeah. Well, you tell me about that in private. Luke 9511 $5. Greetings, Captain and Commander.
Hello.
The Stargazer, crewed by Kirk and crew, versus the Refit Enterprise, crewed by Janeway and crew.
What a great, amazingly fun topic to talk about.
I know, it's how ironic that we're talking about a new show. So Stargazer, crewed by Kirk, and the Refit Enterprise. The Stargazer and the Refit Enterprise would be a good battle, period, because
yes,
the Constellation class is pretty powerful as far as power plants go.
Well, it's tricky because it's newer than the Refit. I think it has more juice, but it's not focused on offense. It probably has better shield grids, and because it's not got a neck, all its hulls together, the shield bubble is probably more efficient, and you're pumping more power into it. So I think it's defensively much better. Even with the same offensive technical weapons, I assume the Refit would have more emphasis on those, but it's also newer, so it has more advanced weapons by a little bit. What do you think, Stuart?
Yeah, see, the newer tech, because you can see a few changes with the Constellation class that are newer, especially the end of the nacelles and stuff. So, I think they're fairly evenly matched, though, defensive and offensive. Personally, I don't know. That's a very good question.
Honestly,
but we got to take it. We got to take the captains into account here. Janeway and her crew using an old refit.
I mean,
And Kirk
Paris.
using the Stargazer, which is a little bit more advanced than his own ship. That
I mean,
he's
Paris is a damn good pilot. That's his one thing. So I can imagine he would make that thing sing. I can imagine he would go into the holodeck and just play flying a refit for fun, because they had that ability, you know. So he'd probably going to do a lot with that ship. Kirk, I don't think his crew would be too stretched with this ship because it's still all the same interfaces. They're just like,
yeah, they wouldn't be out of their element at all. I don't think Scotty would be in heaven because he has more engines to work with.
I can give you double the power now, Captain. Just ask for it. I'll give you all the power.
And I'll multiply my repair estimates by a factor of 6 now. So I seem like even more of a miracle worker.
Despite having twice the resources. I think, honestly, a couple of years of, especially considering when those ships were designed, because are you assuming motion pitch era TMP ship, which is the first of its line, versus post Star Trek 6, I think it's launched after that. I think it's actually quite a bit later. Any iteration on the phases will make a difference in a one-to-one battle. You know, if one's got Mark 6, one's got Mark 7.3, plus the power to back that up, plus theoretically maybe they got slightly better torpedoes. I mean, seriously, and better shield grid. I mean, if everything's even 6 more years advanced, you look at technology in phones, what 6 years can do, especially considering their dealings with the Klingons and such. Even with the Kittimer Treaty, I could see them still thinking, we still need to keep advancing our ships. Still a good idea. We're not going to be lax for a bit in case it's a trick. So I can see the Constellation winning. I think Kirk and his crew might wantingly abuse its power, not knowing its limits. They'll just throw caution to the wind in a good way. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
So I gotta say Constellation, but it's a damn good fight.
Yeah, I think I'd agree with you. The Kirk being a legendary captain factor could tip the tide or turn the tide a little bit.
But really,
because he could pull something out of his butt because he's amazing. But
really, it's Scotty that'd be able to get the power out of the systems, and he doesn't know how fast the ship is meant to be, whereas Janeway and they all know about this ship to bits. You know, they even know about secret compartment that takes you from the engineering to the bridge, and like, oh, in 1 second. Oh wait, that was Star Trek 09.
Moving right along. Bath's Tea, 2 pounds.
Hey,
Discovery Season 2 redesign, Klingons. What are you hoping for? Well, we've kind of talked about this in depth. There's a whole video where we talk about how they could and should explain the Discovery Klingon look. So look up Trekyard's Klingon discussion and you'll be able to find it. Because we did a whole episode on that. And we've talked about it with our... we did a live on that or a breaking news where we talk about...
I think we did live.
Yeah, what's the new word from Glenn Hetrick on how they're redesigning, and we talked about it in that too somewhat. So yeah, we're just hoping that it's just a different form of Klingon, because we've seen the smooth heads, which we know are the result of the augment virus. We've seen the regular Klingons that we all know and love. There could be different caste systems in the Klingon Empire. So we kind of go through all that. That's basically our thoughts on that. So we've done a whole video on it. So if you want to check that out, feel free.
But in terms of what you want to see, I mean, just linking to canon.
Hair.
Just
90 Lancaster says.
Just canon. I mean, the Klingons are an established, wonderful look. That iterative, that got more sleek. They never, the same guy did the same look for 18 years, from the very first iteration to the very, end. So, yeah, use it. Use the cannon. Please.
Yeah. Okay, we want to see hair and 1 penis. That's all we want to see. Actually, I don't want to see a penis.
I mean,
that came off wrong, and I'm just going to turn this way. And just...
He should be ashamed. We never need to see that. I mean, have respect for the species. Or do it tastefully, Like, it'd be fine to do it on like a computer monitor. If there's a whole briefing about Klingon biology and it's all sciencey and technology-y, not a dude pissing in the street. There's ways of doing things that are good,
Yeah. Too much info, says Will Wright.
Shall I go back to Europa for a bit and read some more of this lovely magazine?
Yes, absolutely. That's kind of the topic of the discussion today. So.
Topic of the discussion. There you go. This is the USS Europa from Star Trek Discovery, a Miranda flagship sort of ship, which is not as big as it could be. And I'm thankful that it's one of the smaller ships of the fleet, which seems to go against the whole fleet ship. But okay, whatever. Let's see. Now the next page 6. They just go through everything that happened in the episode, which we saw. Nothing really happened. Who cares? It gets blown up like a bitch. Right. I love just reactions to my little jokes. The brief for the USS Europa was very simple. It was to be the Admiral's ship, as Constable Artist John Eves remembers. That was about all he knew. All we got, he said, was a loose description that the ship didn't have to have a name. Didn't have a name at the point. I shouldn't do the accent. Just read it. They just said, we need a ship for the Admiral of the fleet, who is going to come and survey the tense situation during the face-off with the Klingons. By this point, Eves had been working on the design for the Discovery and the Shinjo for months, and had built up a formidable batch of rejected designs that the production team planned to use as other ships. The Admiral's ship, however, called something different. Fortunately, Eves had also taken the opportunity to develop with other designs. Whether we were waiting for feedback on the Discovery and the Shinjo, we do concepts of the fleet on the side. I'd keep drawing these, and we end up with about 60 or 70 of them. Yeah, sounds about what we've heard before. Drawing inspiration from some of these sketches, he's produced 2 new drawings that showed alternative approaches to the new ship. One had 2 nacelles, the other had 4. But in other ways, they were very similar, with a compact body and cut-out sections in the saucer. When they said Admiral's ship, I wanted it to be something different and that would stand out, which it certainly does. I needed it to be a little more rugged. I was trying to go with a military look. To me, a full round saucer says science. I did these cutouts so I could hide a giant phaser bank. And 3 torpedo launchers in there. Ooh. Really? That's clever. It's got 3 torpedo launchers in them. Although I guess that was his concept, not necessary execution. Because they tweaked it in post. And there aren't launchers visible on the Eaglemoss miniature. And there aren't really in the CG model either. So I guess that was dropped. But if you look at his sketch, there are launchers.
See, as Samuel was talking, you know how they have translators, or people for the deaf. I'm just a mime. I'm a mime that's just telling you what he's saying.
Yeah, it's tricky. Sometimes I apologise. I don't think at reading. But yeah, if you look at this design, the original concept as being the flagship, it has 6 forward launchers plus 2 in the roll bar. That's 8 forward torpedo launchers. That's impressive, and they fit in the design and they make sense where they are. And it's sad they fucked it up.
Well, it's not really a surprise though, now is it?
Yeah. Wow, this is weird. Oh jeez. Okay, this is 23rd century design. The design team had developed the idea that in this point in Star Trek history, around the same time as the Enterprise, the ships would all be relatively flat and would either have blended secondary hulls or almost none at all. That's not what the era is at all. That's the opposite to the era. That's what it evolves into. Right?
Yes.
Flat, blended secondary hulls. They really don't. But they don't say John there specifically, so it's. However, so Eves was taking the opportunity to experiment with almost anything else. So, wasn't him that's saying that. That makes sense. Yeah, I'll leave it there. But that's again sort of sad, isn't it? And they sent in. He sent over sketches. They sent over a 3D model. It was different. They made tweaks as they went, and then the final version was then tweaked in post even more so. As the CG models were built, the design continued to evolve. In this case, the VFX team removed the bridge module, replacing it with a deflector dish that is reminiscent of the one on NX-01. When the model came back to the art department, they decided to abandon the tune sub version. They would, yeah. And then they moved the bridge again at the end. Oh, sad days.
In case you guys were just wondering, what I was doing. Joe Wright said "Stop it, Stuart," and I started singing "Stop in the Name of Love" before you break my heart. Yeah, it's a cool looking ship, and you said it has 8 torpedo launchers.
No. John's concept did.
Oh, okay.
John's thought out concept did. The new version doesn't. The canon version doesn't. It has no torpedo launchers where there were launchers in the other one, and the roll bar launch actually has no torpedo launchers according to this. There's no visible tubes at all. Wow. Yep, that's the face I'm doing on the inside.
Well, that's my blue steel.
Oh, God. And if you look at the back ortho, so I know they were sort of rushed into model, but like you can see these the bits next to shuttle bay are literally just like textured, like brick. That's how little detail there is there. I mean, it's so weird that, again, Star Trek Enterprise 10 years earlier had better designed, or like better looking 3D models than a show building models in 2017 with much more processing power. That boggles my mind, Had better looking models back then. I mean, obviously movies had better looking models, long time, but it's weird that the standards in Discovery are so much lower than even older Trek, yet they have all the money, the biggest budget. Like I've said before, where did that budget go except to the actors? It didn't go on screen, it didn't go to CGI, it didn't go to all these things. It's weird. It's weird.
Mm-hmm. Does it say what the captain is high as? Fuck, Trek is a drug. I'm not. Does it say what the class of the ship is? Is it the Nimitz class?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, background Samuel McIntosh says background ship versus hero ship. No wonder it's low quality. You say that, but we literally get three equivalent close-ups of it for the pilot episode. So it's the most focused on background ship in the foreground. And then they made a miniature of it. They knew they were going to do Eaglemoss, so you would think they would put more work into it.
And we even got to know its commander. I mean, it's kind of a hero ship.
It's just weird. I can pull out a lot of even ships in Voyager. They felt they have more detail than this, and that was a long time ago.
Somebody was asking if you think it's a carrier ship because was it being named Nimitz? Nimitz aircraft carrier.
But the thing is, John designed it. John had the name, and they changed it in post. So original concept to what came on screen, it really doesn't matter. You know what I mean? They took out the form follows function of some of it. But yeah, that shuttle bay is ginormous. It's got 2 of them, so I would absolutely be fine saying it's a carrier. But carrier for what? Yes?
I wasn't waving at you. Somebody said hello, Captain and Commander.
Oh, hello.
Smedley do right. Oh, Tim Theo, $2 super chat. Thank you, Tim. Do a T-Yards episode on the Voth City ship?
Not yet.
Not yet. I had to think about it, but he knew the answer.
Yeah, I did renders to help out another adversaries. So I have renders of it, but yeah, I can see. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's a good looking ship. And it's a big ship. Big ship. Mecha Random. The real question: when do we get Eaglemoss Babylon 5 ships?
I don't know who owns the licensing for that. That'd be interesting. I just want one ship from Babylon 5.
White Star?
The White Star, yeah. It's a cool ship.
There's just some decent miniatures of it, like big miniatures, like your size miniatures. And that's a weird one because there's so little relative fan base, but that is a fan base. It's so passionate. And obviously all the models are a bit low end. No, just low end because I mean it was literally 20 years ago.
I learned a new English insult, Samuel.
Ooh.
I was going to call you this at some point.
I'm thoroughly looking forward to this. I'm prepared.
Should I do it now?
I mean, you've set it up so well.
You're a Muppet.
Yep.
You Muppet. You know where I got that from?
In between us?
No, from watching the Grand Tour. That's what James May was calling Jeremy Clarkson, you Muppet. And I'm like, does that mean, what does that mean that he's... So I looked it up, and it's just because, you're a Muppet. You don't have a brain. You're just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
A daft sod.
Kind of daft and ignorant.
Yep.
Yeah.
Daft sod. Well, you're a mongoose.
Yeah, I learned something.
You're a mongoose mumbler.
That's lost on me, but okay.
Good.
What's that mean?
Literally nothing. But I likely thought it meant something. Ha 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 ha. But in terms of Babylon 5 ships, yeah. I mean, they want to do other stuff. I know. But I mean, yeah, you'd have to rebuild a lot of them because the models wouldn't hold up enough without being just smooth and too smooth. Obviously, they've got the nice models from Lost Tales, but they're very specific, and there's only a few of them. You alright there, Stuart? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. Sorry.
You sure?
Hi. Yeah. You want to see what my mother-in-law made me?
Dum 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 dum. It's flying through space in its totally correct proportions.
Yes, and yeah, she based it on this one. Which is the.
Oh, well, there you go. Nice.
Sorry. Anyway.
Nice.
Yeah, I know. So, are we talking about any more Eaglemoss Discovery? Go Canada.
Well, there's no Eaglemoss
True
quite yet.
nature love and all our sons come in. Eaglemoss will be here on October the 1st of this year. You can order your Eaglemoss ships from Canada then.
Hey!
Oh, Canada, that's pretty awesome.
Except when you go to Stuart's house.
What? Wow, that's rude. Colton Anderson, $2.50. Like the Europa, should have left more detail in. Yeah. No one special, $2. Doesn't a Muppet also have a hand up something? Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. But...
Yeah, it's funny. The difference between, again, I also reiterate, is that, you know, Pierre Droulet, the legendary model maker, did the Shinjo and Discovery, and those models are, I'm showing you on screen now, Stuart. I mean, you can see the detail. You can see the detail level is really good, and even for a simple ship, it's really good. I know it's obviously a hero ship, and it was in twice, whatever, but it's like he just does it like that. Super talented guy. Not that I'm saying the guys at Pixelmondo aren't talented, but they didn't get their best to make this ship, obviously. You know, and it's not, you know, but it was not their A game. And but we know they swapped VFX company because they fired the other ones because they're stupid. I can imagine they set a deadline to finish all the ships, and so they just sort of did and didn't quite, you know, do them enough. Is my guess. It's just disappointing, you know, just disappointing. Well, it's like the Klingon Bird of Prey is really well detailed. Yeah, I was going to show Shinjo again, because that's a nice Discovery ship. You know, do you think CBS would be pissy at us if we had like a crowdfunder to, you know, redesign and 3D model all the Discovery ships, but like properly TOSy?
Yes. CBS has a stick up their ass lately, so they'd be pissy with us. Trust me.
Because I'd love to do a, you know, just do a little redesign of the Shinjo. Because you gotta take what's there. You know, you can't just ignore the design. Like, take what is there and make it canon. But like, not just kit bash a model, like redesign it properly, sort of thing. But I mean, look, this is a good-looking ship. It has nice angles. I mean, it needs a bridge module. It needs a few proportion changes.
It's very much a Star Trek Online design.
Yes, for sure.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, look at those. I mean, those themselves are beautiful, but they're so distant future. I mean, they could be they could be a transformer. You know, how many little plates and stuff. You know, blah, 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 blah. Look, it's a transformer sword. And the red is just so random. Doesn't link to anything. Doesn't. I mean, it's obviously you know, the pennants, but that's, you know, a far cry from what we're seeing here. It's like the one ship ever in Trek to do this, because that works. I mean, it makes it look cool, but I would love to see a more intricate paint scheme. You know, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we could make anything better. No, not putting too fine a point on it, being cocky, but we could.
Although, Stuart, look at this angle I'm doing. That is not a good looking angle for this ship. Just that sort of bottom view going up.
I can't see it yet.
Hold on. A few times so you can sort of enjoy the moment, Stuart, with our live fans. I mean, that's not a good angle. It doesn't look good. Like, it doesn't look good. It's wrongly proportioned. If they were up, it would work better, but it's just not sweeping. It doesn't look good.
Tim Theo, $10. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah,
Tim.
we're not just talking to each other.
No, we're not. We're not just. This is. No, this
Feels
is.
like a hangout though, which is nice.
This is like these are like our brainstorming sessions that we have. We just go off on tangents and. But anyway,
Like that.
you watch any other? This is Tim now. You
Hi,
watch
Tim.
any other sci-fi show that are non-ship centered shows like Colony, Salvation, Helix, Ascension, Revolution,
Oh,
Continuum, Nikita, Falling Skies, Sanctuary, etc.
That's a long super chat.
No. Yes, I saw Falling Skies, a few of them. I haven't seen many of those. No.
For me, I've only watched Continuum at that, but I love Continuum. I saw a bit of Sanctuary, didn't grab me.
I have seen some Continuum.
A friend of mine loves it. She's got a big collection of stuff from that, but it just wasn't very interesting in my opinion. I like, obviously, just go back to Orwell's Quantum Leap is not ship-centric. That's an amazing show. Yeah, it's not all about the ships. Doctor Who's not about the ships. It's about the TARDIS is there, but it's not. It's a a means to an end. A lot of the time, so that's a great sci-fi show. Like Lost in Space wasn't necessarily about the ship. Rick and Morty not about the ship. Great show. Firefly definitely about the ship. Torchwood's good. Stargate wasn't about the ships until the end. Futurama not really about ships. Dollhouse, that was a good show. I didn't know there was a TV show there. Huh. Yeah. Just sci-fi spaceships as they should.
David Bessig, $5.
Yeah,
idea.
thank you.
The boxy disco nacelles are armored up to better protect the warp systems from attack. Thoughts? Yeah, perfectly acceptable. Or higher shielding because it's an older form of tech, more radiation, more danger to the people inside the ship. So yeah, I buy it. Luke 9511, $5. Captain Foley is in a constellation class versus Commander Calkins in a constellation class. It's clear that I would win. I can't hear Samuel anymore.
No,
He's
I
still
muted
there.
myself.
It's clear that I would win. Moving along. Madison. No, I'm just kidding.
No, was that? Did you read the boxy thing? The David.
I did.
Ah,
And I answered it. Yes.
nice. Luke, when you're older, you got more experience. Makes a difference.
But when you're younger, you're more stupid and impulsy, and you take risks. So it balances out, actually.
It's like Picard versus Riker. Riker would have won that sort of. His strategy Picard wouldn't have done, so it's kind of relative.
Madison Knight, £2 donation. Thank you very much. Don't upset CBS. We'd be lost without you. If we haven't upset them by now, chances are we won't. They've been watching us. People within CBS have been watching us for a long time, and we're still good. We know a lot of people that work with CBS as well, so I think we're fine.
Yeah, it's tricky because as we said before, we try and be honest.
Even with my Eaglemoss reviews, I'm like, this ship's not the best. But anyway, continue.
Yeah, so we don't want to be, weird about that and just, toe the corporate line and stuff. And so, we're here just to report and here to talk and here to analyze. Because if you don't call it the good and call it the bad, what's the point in doing it? So you can be a lover, that's fine, but call out when they make mistakes. Otherwise, they'll never improve. And call out the good things, say no to keep doing them. Yes, from your subjective point of view, that's why you're watching from our subjective point of view, but we think we're quite balanced. And we've always tried to be balanced. So, CBS, they must see us as like we don't really like their news and discovery, but they liked Anson Mormon if they ever watched us. We just say what we think. And we've got a good sized fan base that know us and the whole community know us. It's not really in their interest to stop us because we're promoting Trek and we produce a lot of new content, which they know all about. So it's like we're adding stuff to the community that people can enjoy. So,
Yeah, they should definitely not have a problem with us. Because as you said, when they do something right, good job. But don't worry, guys. We're not going anywhere anytime soon.
Especially if you keep donating via Super Chat and support our new show, because then we definitely won't go there for a long time, because we need the money to survive. Because we want to survive, and we can't do it without you. Literally, we cannot do it without you. All of you. Every single one of you. You, all of you. Especially you. You.
Yeah, you in the back, who's making trouble through the whole live stream.
But we still love you, despite the trouble.
Yes.
We'll do it for you too. You over there. And tell the guy behind you to take out the headphones and listen as well. Because he might be a good viewer as well.
And tell the person behind him to put clothes on.
Well, yeah, but to be fair, just walk into the gangbang in the room behind your room and say they should all come and just watch the show.
Yes.
I'm so glad you went with naked, because I was going straight to that. I'm so glad that bounced off each other.
Oh, you vey. Yes. All right, cool. So yeah, over like we're talking about Eaglemoss ships specifically and Discovery ones in this live. I've been really impressed with each of them. I've actually been really impressed with the Klingon Bird of Prey from Eaglemoss. As a design, yeah, I've already done a review on it. As a design, it's fantastic. As a model, it's simply stunning. As a Klingon ship, it falls apart. It's one of those things that I really didn't think I'd like it, but once I held the model, I absolutely love the design of that thing. It's very well done in both its concept and execution, and as a model, it's fantastic. However, it's not a Klingon Bird of Prey, so I'm very divided on that. I hate it, but I love it.
Yeah, it's just as you can tell, you know, they in the magazine it says they designed it not to look like what it's meant to be designed like. So obviously we're gonna have problems with it. Obviously it's gonna have a disconnect with the fans, and since the fans that buy the merchandise that talk about things that see things are obviously all going to complain, because it is a ship that is not designed to fit with anything we know or understand, and we are reasonably smart people that understand these things. But it's a good design. Just
yeah, it's cool.
Be a great Babylon 5 ship. Would be great in Battlestar. I mean, you can imagine that as an alien race in Battlestar Galactica that just turned up and this organic, weird, space whaley creature. Cool, do it. Just not as a Klingon Bird of Prey. Very, very not.
Yeah. Ron Phillips, $2.
Ah, thank you.
Excuse me. Show idea: Life of an Engineer at Utopa Planitia. That'd be really cool, actually. Seeing new ships come in all the time and having to work with his buddies as to which ship they're on and what they have to work on. That'd be kind of neat, actually.
You mentioned
good for a show, but good for like a secondary side thing. Yeah.
Or like webisodes, the Utopia Planitia Chronicles. You have a 3-episode miniseries in each era about the launch of one of the most famous ships, and you hear that one day before Picard got the Enterprise, there's a problem with every single bathroom, and they had to scramble and run around the entire ship, this entire huge, biggest ship that had ever been created in the timeline, in the real timeline, and to fix them all. And as he walked on board, the last guy runs by him and says, "It'll be done in 1 minute, Captain." And Picard's like, yeah. Oh my. No, wait, wrong captain.
Just make it so. No one special sent $2 again. Thank you. Stay. Me make trouble. So he's here to make trouble. But as long as he's, donating super chats to make trouble, I'm fine. That's cool.
We read whatever they say.
That's true.
It's not a good system when you think about it, but it's also a good system when you think about it.
Imagine if John Hughes or other designers could make cameos as Starfleet designers. That'd be freaking cool. That would be cool.
Yeah.
It would be cool. It would be cool if instead of Leah Brahms, if it was Andrew Probert, that was the guy that Geordi was working with to get them out of the booby trap.
I mean, I'd like to obviously, the best actor for the role, but yeah, certainly, that'd be awesome. Yeah.
Well, actually, Mike Okuda was supposed to be Noonien soon. There's going to be a picture of him early on as Data's creator on a computer screen, and it was supposed to be Mike Okuda, and they decided not to do that. And then, of course, when they wanted to bring him into the show, I don't know if Mike would have been able to have the acting chops to pull off those episodes.
Nice. That's a nice reference. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And of course, Doug was in TNG. He was in 10 Forward.
Yep.
He was in Enterprise. He was in the last episode, sitting in the stands, applauding after Archer's speech, with Riker and Troy behind him. So.
Yeah. Exactly. But guys, we already ran an hour and 45, says the OBS. So last 15 minutes. So I don't think we're gonna do a prize draw today. But guys, we do appreciate some quick fire super chats. It's been a nice set today, but lots of small amounts, and we do rely on this very much for our livelihood. And last month we earned more on super chats than we did on ad revenue. So that's, as you can see, saved our bacon.
Yeah, so as Samuel was saying, we do have to read the super chats, which is a good thing and a bad thing. So put something in the super chat that you want us to read out loud. Some statement, like somebody had me say early on that the Excelsior is one of my favorite ships and it's fantastic design and all that. And we'll have to do that then, I guess.
But yeah.
And we're not doing a giveaway, so we're not going to pick the best one. But anyway.
Yeah, but let us know.
Let's have some fun.
Any donation does genuinely help a lot. So please do.
Please.
Anything and everything. Yeah.
See, I just ran out of my drink. I'm out of Gatorade. I need the super chat money to go get new Gatorade so I can live.
James Taylor. Oh no, out of the green. Stuart.
Yes.
You always have to keep a stash of green in the...
It's green. Luke 9511 $5. Thanks for the live stream, Captain and Commander. Keep up the awesome work. Well, thank you for the super chats and all the comments and kind words and great questions. We will keep it up as long as you guys keep it up.
Yeah,
that sounded really dirty.
Keep it up for Trek Yards.
That sounds even worse. That should be on a shirt. Keep it up for Trek Yards. And then have a little blue pill that says Trek Yards in it. That'd be awesome.
Keep it swinging for Trek Yards.
We should have a shirt design contest. Remember the
oh yeah,
we're gonna do the one that said sleek.
Yeah,
that's your catchphrase. And
jeez.
Yeah,
some good stuff. So we've got a few minutes left, guys. I want to just have, as you guys might know, as I've been posting, self-promotion time. I've been posting the links to my new fan film teasers, Convergence, a Star Trek fan film. 3 teasers now out, each with a different character doing voiceover, each with different visual effects, each revealing something, but showing off part of the story. This last Saturday's one, yesterday's one, revealed 2 big cool things. Obviously you know about them already, Stuart, because you've seen the movie, at least the demo version. But it's a crossover event, which hasn't really been done in Trek fan films so much. People have flown a guy over, or having to be visiting, and they do something and they have given a part. Or there's sometimes been, on a video monitor, look, it's a guy from another film. But really never has it been a full bringing people over and filming in the same room, many of them, and having them all actually be part of the story in a full way, rather than just a cameo. And so this fan film I'm doing is called Convergence, and it's a proper crossover. There's a reason why we called it Star Trek Avengers as the working title, because it is the equivalent, where each Iron Man and a Hulk and stuff, they all get equal part, or at least close to, because that's sort of the point. And so we're crossing over the legendary fan films Star Trek Intrepid, the Scottish one, which started in 2007, so that's a long time ago and lots of episodes. Star Trek Dark Armada, same time around, starting, and again multiple episodes released from the Netherlands. The 2 we just announced are Renegades. Do you remember Renegades, Stuart? Star Trek Renegades?
I do.
It was kind of cool. It was a good pilot. Not best movie, best movie, but a good pilot. And I've got an official green light to do a crossover with them. So the villains of Renegades, Star Trek Renegades, is the villains of this film, the Siphons. And we're utilising their it's not a hero in the movie, but their new Federation ship, the Archer, which was designed by Rick Sternbach and Scott Nakada. So, great talent there. We're using Spice Richter's original model of that ship, renamed the Columbia, as a future ship in this film. And it's got 2 characters from Temporal Anomaly in it, my fan film from years ago. Literally after 5 years of coming back. And they both look so different, but in a really good way. And Republic.
Most important.
We have Jim Van Dalton coming back from Star Trek Republic. Not playing the same character, but he's coming back as a captain as well.
And the most important thing.
And I'm going to be there in the end as a little cameo. Keep going.
And the most important thing.
My dad's going to be in it for about one scene.
And the most important thing is we have some more super chats. So
and
we
the most important character that you all care about is Captain. It's that guy. He's gonna be cameoing.
My first fan film cameo.
But it's not like a hey guys, shields at 10%. Like, it's not actually a cameo as much as a character.
I'm not in the background wearing a captain's uniform going cameo
Or on a monitor being like Trekya. No, actually a character, actually a role, actually quite important. So that's yeah. So that's really awesome. I knew I'd cast him straight away as the part. It was adorable to film with him the demo version of the clips, because I didn't tell you what I was doing. I didn't tell you that you were in the film until we were doing it. I was like, Stuart, you're recording lines for a fan film. What? Yeah, you're in it. What? Yeah, I've cast you. What? Cool. Yeah. And then you were like surprised, because I didn't want to tell you anything about it, because it was a fun little surprise. But with rehearsal, it'll be great. Short but sweet, but it's fun.
We do have a few super chats that came in. So we got
awesome.
Adam Boots, two pounds. What is your favorite Star Trek parody? There's so many. I would say Star Wrecked is really cool. I like the Star Wrecked ones.
That is amazing. I love the Robot Chicken one where with Night Shift, because actually Patrick Stewart being Picard against like 3 lines. That's a very well done. Very well done parody. Yeah.
Number 1 special, $2. Do Klingons need 2 blue pills? Possibly, but I'll never tell, because I don't know.
Yeah.
Madison Knight, £2. Will this cover Gatorade? £2, yes. That'll buy me a Gatorade and a half.
Yes.
Jack Tarbuck, £5. Good night, guys. Great live stream session. As always, Jack signing off. I'll see you later, Jack. Long and prosper. Thank you very much for the super chat. It's much appreciated.
Always appreciated.
Yes.
Yes. So Carl Sam's fan film link, we'll just search Convergence, Star Trek, or Temporal Anomaly, Star Trek, and you can find my stuff there. And someone else said, how about you crossing over with Renegades on a Confederation or something now? Yes, we are crossing over with the Star Trek version, because they can't do more Star Trek, but it doesn't mean that I can't do more with their Star Trek abandoned stuff. Because they moved on, but I'm not them. I'm me. I did work on Renegades, but I'm not them. So yeah, it's nice. I'm keeping the torch alive, as it were. 'Cause I mean, come on, Johnny's designed the Klingon battlecruiser. Amazing design. The Archer is really cool. The Icarus is really cool. The sci-fi, everything in that movie is really cool design-wise, and Tobias to the VFX and stuff. So it's really great to bring it all back to you all. What are you doing?
Well, somebody commented that Captain Foley already has the Mirror Universe facial decoration, so I was just highlighting it.
It's true.
Luke 9511, again another $2. Thank you very much, Luke. Ever seen Stone Trek? Yes, I've seen Stone Trek.
I don't think I have.
Michael Parker, $5. I want my Garrick expose. Yeah, we got to do those character things.
That's a Stuart thing.
It's a Stuart thing.
I'm excited.
So it'll be piss poor quality, and Samuel will complain every second of it that I did it wrong.
I don't think that's what happens, but okay.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's something that we've talked about. I would like to do something similar to that, so we'll see. And I'll keep Garrick in mind as one of the first ones, because he's a very interesting character.
Yeah, for sure.
Come here. Speaking of interesting characters, come here.
Yay.
This is my Cardass. See, look at her forehead. That's definitely a spoon.
Oh my god.
I know. It's time to go upstairs and do. She needs to go outside and go pedals. See?
Go pedals? Oh.
But I gotta wait here until the end of this. So just don't pee in the house. I know. Mimer's just sleeping.
You're funny.
Sylvia's in the next room sleeping. She's having a nap. And
Oh.
then we're going to eat supper. We're doing pulled pork tonight. It's been in the crock pot
Ooh.
all day.
Ooh.
So,
You let me know
yeah,
how that is, Stuart.
I will. And
I have. I bought some steak bits, steak chop things the other day, and I've been eating them slowly for dinner for my second dinner because we eat dinner, at weird times. And so I'm gonna eat my last one of those tonight. That'd be nice. Some you do need just meat sometimes, don't you? Just like it just fills that hole.
Yeah. Actually, because I'm like part Irish, mainly Irish, I just like plates of like potatoes. I love a big plate full of just mashed potatoes with like sour cream and green onions and and then the steak's on a separate plate because it's so big that it's its own plate.
Yeah.
So yeah. And vegetables, sometimes if they're made, fine, but why bother, right?
Yeah, my famous mash is fresh potatoes with some sweet potatoes.
Ew.
Well, screw you then. With
I don't like sweet potatoes.
With grated cheese in the mix, quite a lot of grated cheese, and peas, and bacon bits, and quite a lot of butter and milk.
Okay, I'm gonna when I come over, you need to make this for me.
Oh, and sometimes onion as well, chopped up and
you
fried
gotta,
onion.
You're gonna make this for me, correct?
I mean, you've made me hot dogs twice.
I don't make the best food when people here. I like
No,
to
you
take people out.
But the cooking culture is very different in Canada to the UK. We actually make more food than you do, or the US. A lot more food. Most of our meals are
We eat out a lot.
Yes. Yeah.
The Home Damnation, $1.99.
Thank you.
Moonves resigns from CBS plus Viacom Trek rights reunited.
It's amazing it took 2 hours for somebody to super chat that because I've been.
I saw Moonves in the comments section, but I kind of ignored it. I didn't know what it was about. So
it's finally happening. Good. Not a good reason why he's leaving, but he's not been good for Trek, so I'm happy he's leaving.
Good, yeah. And Lone Wolf says in the comments, mashed taters. Give me some of them French fried potatoes.
Yes,
shut up. Don't laugh at me. Laugh with me.
Were you not laughing at yourself hysterically?
I wasn't.
Oh,
because I take myself seriously all the time, as you can tell, clearly.
So we've got a few minutes left, guys. I would love to see us get another $40 on Super Chat, just to kind of always like putting little numbers out there to see if we could get that support, because I feel like
we've earned it. Damn it, we've given you 4 years of free content on a weekly basis, multiple times a week.
Almost October again, isn't it? Oh, Jesus Christ!
Yes, it's gonna be 4 years on October.
Oh my goodness!
4 years in October. Yes.
My goodness.
Happy 4th birthday to us.
You know what you should do, Stuart?
Happy birthday, Mr. Cockings.
That's horrifying on every level.
You
know what you should always do? You should always actually, because we've talked about this for a while, like it'd be a nice anniversary thing. It's a bit out, but so you should almost fly in for the Convergence second filming session. So you get to film your cameo in person on the proper studio, and you get to meet all the actors, and you get to sign stuff if you want, and you get to be on a set fan films. That'd be kind of cool.
Who would want to sign anything from me?
Well, there aren't perks of yours in the campaign because you're a surprise.
Surprise!
So it's a useless thing. But yeah, I know it'd be kind of cool. I was very busy that week, as you can imagine, at the lead up. But it'd be cool. We could hang out the week after. But it'd be cold. Well, you're used to cold, aren't you? For you, you'd be walking through London in a sweater, and everyone's like,
I'm not going to complain about the cold.
Or the rain. Would you complain about the rain? Do you get much rain there?
Well, I will complain about them.
You don't get too much rain, do you?
It's the heat that I don't complain about, because all winter you're like, it's so cold, and then the summer comes and it's hot. I never complain that it's hot. It's like, it's hot outside, but I don't complain because I prefer the heat to the cold.
Yes,
so.
But also you live in air conditioning, so you walk in and out of the cool, then don't stay outside long enough to give a shit about the hot. Whereas we live in a city where it's like, all I can do is put the window open. It's now 1 degree less warm. Shit.
Baz T, £2. When Cap visits the UK, can there be a fan meet? Absolutely not. We are boycotting meet and greets when I'm there because I hate all British people.
That is what he thinks. You know,
No, I'm just kidding. Of course we will do that. I would love to do that. We've had many when Samuel's been over, and they've been really fun. So I'd love to do one in the UK. Absolutely.
how much would your data plan be for the UK? You have to get a separate thing, wouldn't you?
Uh,
Or
it's like $10 a day kind of thing.
how much data do you get?
Unlimited.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking, because obviously it does cost a little bit to go to London. Because I mean, London's central, so it'd be cool if you like, every 2 days a meetup of some kind with people, because people can't necessarily go to each one. But that would really mount up when it comes to train. For you, that'd be like $45 a day to get to London, plus all the drinks and stuff we've got to buy in London. But if we could do lives during...
Well, these people would buy us drinks.
Well, okay, sure. But you know what I mean? If we could do some lives while we're there, and then earn the money of the travel, then we can then do lots of meetups as well.
Yeah.
Because we'd hang out with you guys.
No
I'd
one
love to do
special?
more lives in person. Be fun.
Yeah. No one special, another $2. If I ever in Texas, I will feed homegrown steak. If I ever in Texas, if we're ever in Texas, you'll feed us homegrown steak.
Yeah, I'm assuming we're...
I would love to have some homegrown steak. I love steak. And what do you want, dog?
The homegrown steaks, Stuart. Come on, obviously.
Well, yes, but she also wants
Aw.
to do something, and it's been 2 hours now, so...
Does she ever thought about the Discovery ship?
Do you like Discovery? Do you like the Discovery ships? Yeah, you'd rather chew your own arm off than look at a Discovery ship? Okay.
You hear it
She was
here.
thinking about the Klingon ships, of course.
Oh yeah, Michael asked. We did a lot more super chats paid with a plane ticket. That would be a tricky one. But hey, wouldn't it be cool if we actually did like a super chat live thing, like a 3-hour stream earlier on a weekend, saying this is literally just to raise money for a plane ticket. Plane ticket funding.
Or do a live from the UK when we're both there, and it's like, I need to get home. We need super chat money to get me a ticket to go home. My family is dying, and I need to go back home and save them from lack of me.
Yeah, Barry says we should bring over for destination. I've said that before, but we just ran out of time to do a crowdfunder. We just can't sort of build one that quickly. And I mean, we still could, but it's really soon,
Yeah.
There's actually less people going than I thought there was going to be, actually. I mean, I guess the big anniversary one obviously was all the people.
Jill, I have 2 dogs, and I have 2 cats. She was asking how many pets I have because they keep making appearances on my shirt. Shut up. I'm okay. It's been 2 hours. I'm ending the thing. I know. It's 2 hours. I told you 2 hours. I'll let you out in a second. Relax. I gotta go soon.
Okay, well, $10 more on Super Chat. $10 more, and Stuart can go. That is all it takes, guys.
I can go, and I'll be back in a minute.
We can do that. And it won't be live when you come back because someone will give $10. Okay, Stuart, you go. Let's see if we can end it before Stuart gets back by donating $10. Or is that too low?
Okay, I'm going to... That's kind of mean.
It is,
I'll say bye now. Bye, guys. I love you guys, but I'm going to let the dogs out.
Okay.
Then I can come back down, and they can stay outside as long as they're outside.
Yep.
And
Yep.
And I got to go pee, too.
Only $10 on one donation. And Gorad, I still do. I didn't sell it. No, we haven't done anything with it. Email the account. We can talk about it. Probably should have sold it. I'm guessing at some point. I don't know. Maybe worth some more. It'd be cool. For a plane ticket. Yeah, we're not that sort of technical. Pokemon with no pets to play with. I'm not the biggest pet person, just because I like being more in control of the of what things happen, and dogs and pets are very uncontrollable. Pet dog's funny. Guys, $10. Oh, $5, but we need $10. We need one $10, and I can cancel it before Stuart's come back, and he'll be like, "Oh my god, what happened?" It's literally all that needs to happen, guys. Oh, it's a bit like so one of you has power right now over this live stream to end it, to abruptly radically end it before Stuart gets back. It's all it takes is one $10 donation, and YouTube will take 30% of that. That's actually quite a lot, isn't it? It's like $3. $3 of a 10. Oh no, no one did it. $3 of a $10. That's really kind of depressing, isn't it?
So I see we only got
Lose so much.
$5 since I've been gone, so we're only half gone.
No, you gotta give 10 in one go. Otherwise, it mounts up. So you gotta. Come on, guys.
Speaking of food, I'd love to see a Truckyards mukbang. What's that?
I'm gonna Google mukbang. What's a mukbang or mukbang is an online audiovisual broadcast in which a host eats large amounts of food while interacting with their audience, usually done through the internet webcast. Mukbang becomes popular in South Korea in the 2010s. My goodness, there's someone eating noodles and it has 3.9 million views.
Let's do it.
Just go to Chinese restaurant and stream it. Oh, those noodles look interesting. Ooh, that hot dogs have been. I'm gonna stop watching this. Otherwise I'll keep watching it if I kept watching it.
Let's keep them going forever. No, we have lives.
I'm gonna test something. You vamp while I test something. I'm gonna see if I can bring something into. Cause I'm recording your screen or my screen. So let's see if I can start playing a Starship video game while you're on the live.
Okay, $10, guys. He wants $10.
Well, we do. I'm not a monster.
He wants $10.
I'm not a monster. I'm a sane
You
person.
kind of are. You're British. Hello.
So I feel like that's slightly stereotyping.
No. Psst. Apparently, I say sorry a lot and a.
You guys can hear that. Should check the live stream, see if this is working. I think it is.
I can see a black screen over my face. If you get a coffee and drink, oh there, yeah, I can see it.
Although
it is working, but where am I? No, I'm gone. I need to see myself. The handsome has left the conversation now. This is unacceptable. Put it over your ugly ass face.
I can't. That's not how this works.
Damn it!
I'm recording my screen. This is difficult.
If you get a coffee and drink it online next week, I'll pay for it plus $1 tip. That's what Jill said.
Nice.
You know what? Hey, I'll come with the coffee. Be a large Tim Hortons coffee.
It's a Klingon bird of prey. It's a Klingon bird of prey. And it can do all the pretty things. Look, it's this ship. Stuart, what do you think of this ship? Are you a fan of this ship? Yes or no? Quick, go.
No. Yes. No. Maybe. Yes.
It's like a trap.
Yeah, because I can't see it live.
I know. It's
delay.
It's the Klingon Discovery ship, so you meant to say yes, and then I ridiculed you for your love of it.
It looks like a key. It's a neat looking ship.
It doesn't.
But
yeah.
It looks like some kind of key. I mean, if.
But do you like this ship? Yes. Stuart, yes or no? Do you like this ship? This other one?
Yes, absolutely. This is beautiful.
Is it the best one ever?
Is it the Excelsior?
No.
I don't know. Let me see. Oh, is it the Nagvar?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. It's not the best one ever, though. Sorry, delay, guys. I may look like an idiot on screen here, but it's not my fault.
Now this one you love, don't you? You love it.
Yes.
But this one you hate, don't you?
No. What the hell?
Oh, so you like this one?
Sure. Is it the Retro Bird of Prey?
Yeah, you said you loved it.
I hate that shit.
No, you said you hated it, yeah. But then this you said you loved. Ha. Ha.
I do love that design.
Oh.
I just don't think it's a Klingon Bird of Prey.
Damn, I thought I caught you out.
It's a neat looking ship.
What do you think about this one?
Well, let me think here for a second.
I was thinking genuinely, what do you think of this one? And then I realised you can't actually understand me. You can't hear it.
Is it the sarcophagus ship?
Yeah.
It's an interesting design and does look Klingon. It looks like an older, at least we're saying some of the Klingon aesthetic a little bit, more so than the Key ship, whatever the hell that is.
Eaglmeoss.
I don't mind. It's kind of cathedral-like, but...
I wonder what the hell these things are. The blue bits. I mean, there just isn't I mean, why would there be these pointy bits outside the front of the weapon engine, whatever they are? Like, there isn't design to it. It's
I know,
aesthetics
Madison
over
Knight.
function.
I agree with you. What the hell? Sorry. Continue
With
your
which?
rant.
What?
No.
Was it against me or just a general? What the hell?
I love how the captain's been reduced to about 5% screen space. Poor guy.
I'm sorry. I mean, it's all, you know.
Fix it. And we should be going soon.
Did we get $10 yet?
Oh yeah, 5 minutes ago.
Do we actually?
No, we only got $5.
Come on, guys. Okay, now I'm small, and Stuart's big. Never heard that before.
As it should be.
Never heard that before.
That's because I haven't met your girlfriend yet.
You bitch. That's mean.
Oh.
That's kind of mean.
Come on.
Don't approve.
Hey, it's expected.
Maybe. How do I? There we go. All right. A few bucks, guys. That's all we need.
$5. Come on now. We're holding these people hostage. They're like, we don't give a shit. We like toasting these guys, so they're not going to do anything about it.
Oh, it's terrible. They literally stopped as soon as we put some sort of, incentive. They say, nah. This is the point.
We're gonna stop. We're gonna stop in 5 minutes unless you actually give us money. Then we'll keep going.
Okay. Right, I'm gonna start.
That's how you play that.
I start playing against Gorkon.
But I'm bored over here, and I can't even see it in real time. So you're really screwing me here.
Oh, that's great. We can just talk to me while I'm doing it. For some reason, I'm Stargazer versus a Katinga. Okay. Yeah, Graz, just email trekgirls@hotmail.com because I think I'm 2 phones ago. I don't even like Stuart. You've still got the.
Oh, Luke, there we go. Luke 9511, $5. Woot Constellation class, he says.
Woo! See, fans love the ships. Stuart, you still have the app on your phone for the Bitcoin, don't you? Because you've got the same phone.
I don't know if I still have it. I think I deleted it because Bitcoin is useless. It's dying. Sorry, guys.
It's dying.
Oh yeah, it's.
I had
Talked to a few people in it,
Oh.
and it's just not worth anything. Yeah, I've still got it on there.
Oh well, there you go. Do you have a QR code? The dude said, "Let us know what it is, and you can send us some more gubbins."
Sounds like he wants to steal from our account to me.
Yeah, if you can do that.
I don't know where to find the QR code.
Like I said, email trekguards@hotmail.com and we will make that. Yeah. Good old gamer. For a channel based on continuity, this card game threw it all out the window. Well, yeah, but it's a video game. You're sort of allowed to because it's a video game. It's meant to be fun and interesting. And I think it is. And I'm going to do...
Good for you, Luke9511. I wish I could figure it out. And I wish it would be easy for people to use Bitcoin. He said he just got out of... became debt-free because of Bitcoin. Well, it's overly complicated and stupid.
If you deleted it, you lost about $500, Stuart. He says. I don't think we deleted it. I mean...
I didn't delete the account or anything if we had one set up. I don't even know if we had one set up. I'm just talking about the... Well, all I got is this stupid... What the hell is this? Coinbase app on my phone.
And to be fair, I still have my old phone, so I still have the app. It's just I can connect to Wi-Fi. Where's my old phone? Like I said, email us, because I have the... I didn't delete it from my other phone, just I swapped phones in between then. Which I really would have had this phone when I was in America, because with you last, because it's such a better camera. It would have been great.
Yeah, I got a new phone too, the 8 Plus, and it's got a super great phone, or super great phone, super great camera.
Nice.
And it's bigger too, so.
Yes. And now I'm much smaller than you in the frame. This is great. This will make it better. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. It's welcome to Trek Yards, and I'm your host, Commander Cockins, and you are Stuart. Who are you, Stuart?
The great and powerful.
Oh. Yes, good old game. Battle Cry. Good 2 Steps from Hell thing.
What the fuck? Stop messing with the picture. All Apple phone owners are Star Trek Discovery fans. Right. Yeah, obviously. My Pet Targ. I'd shop at a store called My Pet Targ. I would. Why am I so small?
This is great. Look at that.
Yeah, but I gotta go and I gotta go check on the pulled pork and shit.
Yes.
Gotta feed people and things.
300k of student loans gone. Wow, that'd be nice. Well, hey, like I said, email us. You have our email, and we'll.
Oh shit! The dogs are still outside. And it's cold, so
we'll talk about it, and we can.
we gotta wrap this up. We gotta wrap this up.
Okay, guys. Well, hope you're enjoying this live. This is great. That's what.
This has been a fun one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been fun.
But it's over now.
Yes.
So bye.
Thanks, guys, for the support. As always, we appreciate the super chats. They make a huge difference. Hope you join us for your one on Wednesday. I'm probably doing one on Friday, and then next Sunday we've got Tuesday content, Wednesday content, Saturday content, all the good things. And I'll make you big
Patreon,
again. For the
everything
final words,
like
Stuart.
that.
Hey, there you go. What's your final words, Stuart?
My final word is check out our Patreon, support us in some way. Super chats are very helpful, of course. And also, don't forget to check out and buy a t-shirt. I'm putting the link in the comments. There it is. Go buy a t-shirt.
And we love you all. Thanks, guys.
You love you.
Bye.
Everybody.